Welcome to the Samwell B12 experience.
You're watching the Samwell B12 experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Florida. We're not in Florida, but hey, I wish we were. It's a beautiful day. The wind is a little gusty. Here in Toronto, man, it's cold. It's just cold. It is freezing, minus 30 degrees. The snow is blowing, and it's a little toasty. So welcome in. Here we're going to try something new. We're going to bring you the All-Star Game at Triton. Why am I not surprised? Coming with the freeze right away. There we go. So welcome in, everybody. Theo, Sam Eagle, what's going on? AAU Triton, of course. EC3 in the house. Good to see ya. Morgan, hello there. Hayden, what's going on? Bree, hello as well. And thanks everyone else for coming in and joining in. Camden, hello there. And yes, Morgan, we have breaking news to start the show. Breaking news just announced moments ago. Toronto fans, I hope you're in a good place because next year, 2024, the All-Star Game is coming home. It's coming to Toronto. That's right. The 2024 All-Star Game just announced, coming to Toronto. Crystal Palace in the house. What's up, KP? Caden, how's it going? I am super excited for this announcement. I hope so, Crystal. I really hope so. It's going to be a fun weekend here in Toronto. They'll get the Fan Fest going, all the activities, of course, the skills, and the All-Star Game. This is a huge way to start and kick off this show down in Florida. I am so excited that there is a potential that we could get some All-Star involvement here on the channel. So it's going to be fun. Noah, hello there. Welcome in. So this is going to be a good game. The format is a little different than your standard NHL game. This is how it's going to break down how it's going to work. They play 3 games, a total of 3 games. It's going to start off with the Central Division versus the Pacific Division. They're going to go toe-to-toe. Then following that game is going to be the Metropolitan Division and the Atlantic Division. That's where you're going to find the Leafs and the Panthers in that second game. And then the winners of each will go head-to-head in the finals to see who is victorious overall for the All-Star Game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. These guys put on a good show. Now, if you watched the skills last night, it was an interesting change of events. Dallas, what's going on from the pool? You're definitely not the pool here where it's minus 30 today. So I'm glad you're staying warm. The skills last night was a little interesting. I always quite enjoy the skills competition, although they really mixed it up. Usually you get the competition, they go through the round, and then they do the finals. This year they broke it up. They saved all the finals to the end. So, for example, fastest skater was the first skill they kicked it off with. And they went all the way through. They got the 2 finalists. And then those 2 finalists had to wait over an hour before they got back in to the finals. So I don't really like that format. They didn't really explain it. It kind of jumped around. All of a sudden, it's like, here's our finalists. And they go to something else. They also had the breakaway competition where in past years it was, who does the fanciest skill shot. This year was all about theming, right? Who put on the better theme. And again, it was a little bizarre. It was kind of like the Academy Awards Best Picture nominees where they sprinkled the 5 throughout the night and then never really talked much more about it. So they're getting ready to bring in the intros. Let's go live. Let's listen in to the introductions. Let's get this audio going. So we're going to listen in
NHL All-Star Game
and see who the players are that we're going to see performing today. Hey, Sam, welcome in.
First to the ice, the Pacific Division.
The Pacific Division is going to be the first one coming out.
Led by the head coach of the Vegas Golden Knights, Bruce Cassidy.
Bruce Cassidy, the Vegas Golden Knights coach. He's going to be the man behind the bench, although there's not much coaching. They actually do.
Now with the New York Islanders, number 14.
So the first one to come out, of course, is Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat still playing for the Western team, but he is officially repping the New York Islanders as he was just traded over. Daniel, what's going on? Troy Terry. Troy Terry is awesome, representing the Anaheim Ducks. He's such a good player.
Vegas Golden Knights, number 20, Chandler Stevenson.
Chandler Stevenson, one of the surprises. But he's really, really good. Of course, Troy Terry, it's his first. Here comes Kevin Fiala. I believe it's his first All-Star game as well.
From the Edmonton Oilers, number 29,
Leon Draisaitl. This is his 3rd NHL All-Star appearance. He's so good, Draisaitl.
From the Vegas Golden Knights, number 36, Logan Thompson.
Logan Thompson, goalie of the Vegas Golden Knights. He's put on a good showing so far this year as well.
Number 40, Elias Pettersson.
Elias Pettersson, the winner of the hardest shot. The surprise winner of the hardest shot. He came out and put it over 100.
Number 65, Erik Karlsson.
Erik Karlsson having a career year representing the San Jose Sharks. Probably the only good thing for the San Jose Sharks this year.
Number 74, Stuart Skinner.
Stuart Skinner, goaltender of the Edmonton Oilers. He's coming out. Again, playing well.
Number 91, Nazem Kadri.
Nazem Kadri on his way out. So happy to see Kadri back at the All-Star game. Man, he's just been so good. It was awesome last year for the Avs. So great this year for the Flames. And here comes, not even a question, the greatest player in the NHL today, Connor McDavid. Victoria, hello there. Connor McDavid, of course, going 4 for 4 in the target shooting, moved on, and then was defeated by Kadri in the semifinals. But McDavid, oh, he's so good. There are the Central Division All-Stars. Oh, here come the Central Division All-Stars.
From the Chicago Blackhawks, number 4, Seth Jones.
Seth Jones coming out. He played a big role in the skills yesterday. During the target shooting, he was very involved in the passing. Cale Makar coming out next. Cale Makar, the new Magic Man. This kid is for real. He was unbelievable. He won the surfboard shooting yesterday. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But Cale Makar, what a player, what a kid this guy is. Here comes Clayton Keller. Kind of a surprise, slow start. But the last couple of years, he's been picking up and absolutely blossoming in Arizona. Jason Robertson, for another great all-star young kid coming out. Of course, his brother Nick from Toronto. Hasn't had the same luck that Jason has had. Nathan McKinnon, of course, repping the Colorado Avalanche. McKinnon, the all-star there that's really been driving that team over the last couple of years. Connor Hellebuck. I saw in the chat somebody has him selected as their goaltender. We got Central. Hellebuck and Saros are a great tandem, and yes, they won the Tendy Tandem yesterday. Here comes Josh Morrissey. Some of the players saying Josh Morrissey is the most underrated player here. Here comes Saros. Of course, Saros, the goaltender of Nashville, had that game where he took 65, something like that, shots. Absolutely spectacular. Vladimir Tarasenko repping the Blues, and he may not be a Blue coming up in a couple weeks. Brian, how's it going? Welcome in. Mikko Rantanen, another repping the Avs.
From the Minnesota Wild, number 97, Kirill Kaprizov.
Kaprizov. This guy is something else. Watching him play is like magic. Just magic. All right, so they're going to move forward with the anthem. We're going to bring it down for the anthem. But boy, these guys, these are two spectacular teams. I can't wait to watch these guys go head to head. Of course, the guys I'm watching this game, Morrissey, can't wait to see what he could do. Makar, watching him. Kaprizov as well. On the other side, how could you not pay attention to what Connor McDavid could do, as well as Troy Terry and Nazem Kadri? Those are the ones I have my eyes peeled for. Now, the question is, who is your pick in this game? Who do you think is going to be the highest point getter of these two teams? I kind of got to believe it's going to be McDavid. I'm going McDavid. I think he's going to run away here. I would love to see him put on a real good show. Of course, everybody thought he was going to win the target shooting yesterday, but came short as Kadri defeated him, and there was some controversy with that. As Kadri, when he was shooting, was moving a little closer, and he ended up being quite a lot closer by the end of it. So a little bit of a controversy as Kadri beats McDavid, but they both were so close. So nice little rendition here of "O Canada." We'll get to the game screen momentarily. Well, we can just switch over there now. Game's going to get going shortly. So we got this up. We're going to hope that they're going to put some stuff up on the screen here. So we'll have to see what they bring to us. Will they actually give us some action on the screen? So the game is getting ready to start. So here comes the military guest to do the United States anthem. Oh, so, excuse me. They're giving an award here. So they're giving a Purple Heart Award here. Dave, what's going on? How's it going, buddy? Now, as they're going through this award here, if you watched the skills yesterday, a lot of emphasis put on Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin, that this could be the last All-Star game that these two both compete and get to go head to head. So it was nice to see. They had a really nice moment doing a little breakaway shootout where they brought Ovi's son out, and it was kind of a 3-on-0 with Roberto Luongo in net, letting Ovi score the winning goal. So here it comes, getting ready to do the anthem. End game, how's it going? Welcome in. Andrew McMahon coming out to do the anthem here. A little bit of a twist is McMahon's got the piano. He's got the piano out while he performs. The lady who did the Canadian national anthem came out with the acoustic guitar. So it's not often you see the anthem singers with a little instrument accompaniment. So this is going to be awesome to see. Can't wait. Yeah, Dallas Luongo was awesome. It was so great to see him back out in net. Of course, he came out originally to be with Mitch Marner and pull off a little razzle dazzle as Marner came out in the white suit, pulling the whole Miami Vice gimmick out. Didn't really go over that well. Freeze Dallas, or not Dallas, sorry. Colin dropping the freeze out. There we go. Can we transfer points from Camden? Unfortunately not. That would be pretty cool. That would be very cool if you could do that, but unfortunately not. So they're going to wrap up the anthems, and they're going to get this game going. Now, I believe they play 3-on-3. Dallas, no, you're good. You're good. Oh, Triton already dropping the robot. We haven't even got the game going. You're trying to get me up? This is going to be a long day. There it is. Morgan's getting the Go Leafs go up. Here you go, Triton. A little robot action. I don't have a lot of room here today. All right. So they are going to the commercial. Then when they come back, it is going to be time to drop the puck and get this one going. So who is your early predictions? Is it going to be the Pacific or the Central? Who do you guys have? I kind of already, I think I gave away my potential thought. I think it's going to be the Pacific. I'm going Pacific. We know with these games, it's almost going to be impossible to predict the scores because the goals are going to be fast and furious. Now, we're not going to throw up a goal horn celebration video like we would normally do for the All-Star game because it happens way too fast and furious. So instead, we got our little goal horn. We're going to light the lamp for every goal that comes along. Sam, I think some chicken parm is in order with the cold weather today. Yeah, Dallas, no kidding. No kidding. It is really cold. But that's okay. We get to watch down from Florida and see what's happening. Of course, if you missed it off the top, next year, it was just announced the All-Star Game is coming to Toronto. I am so excited for that. Antonio, how's it going? I'm excited for the NHL All-Star Game. Me too. Me as well. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. They always put on a great show. So the All-Star Game coming to Toronto. And then what did I just see? I think those jerseys are ugly. Camden, I agree. Where's the goal light? I got the goal light right here. So we got the real light we can lamp, but that's going to be lighting a lot. Yeah, not a huge fan of these jerseys. They've tried to play a little too much to the neon colors in the 80s, Miami in the 80s. A little too much. So not a big fan of these particular jerseys, but they look okay. I wouldn't be running out to purchase one. Let's just leave it at that. Now, of course, we have a little on-screen thing here brought to you by FanDuel. We'll see if it actually updates. So they're coming back in. They're ready to go. It was not a packed house. There were still tickets available yesterday for the skills. We'll have to see what it's like there tonight. Love the jerseys. Scrap loves the jerseys. I don't know. Maybe it's just too different. I think it has to grow on me. I love the logo. The logo is awesome. The little Florida logo. I don't know, that the blue and pink is just a little, just a little much. But I do like how they've gone back to the East and the West. So I'm looking around. There are quite a few empty seats there, actually. Now, maybe there's still people trickling in, but there are quite a few empty seats. Guarantee what's in Toronto, there won't be an empty seat. Endgame, that is for sure. It will be sold out. It will be absolutely packed when it comes down to Toronto. So they're getting ready to go. A lot of these players had some vacation time. A couple of the Oilers went over to the Bahamas, and when they came for the skills competition yesterday, they all had sunburnt faces on. It was awesome. Seth, what's going on? You ready for next Sunday? Jumping ahead to the Super Bowl. It's going to be awesome. The Bruins jerseys look good. Yeah, I did really like how they brought the reverse retro jerseys. I think those were awesome. They really like the reverse retros. All right, so they're getting ready to come in. Matt, what's going on? Small markets need to let the big boys play. Oh, I don't know. All right, we're getting ready to drop this puck. Get the game on. Now, this FanDuel screen is going to be a little bit ahead of the broadcast just because the nature of how the technology works. So we'll get an idea of what's going on because they haven't even officially dropped the puck yet. So let's get this game underway. Again, welcome in everyone. Thanks for joining us here for the All-Star festivities. Here we go. Puck is officially dropped and we are underway. Now it's going to, some of these numbers are actually really hard to read, that light blue. Here comes Makar. Makar is going to carry this one in. He's going to bring it all the way down. Tries to feed it back and it's poked away. Here comes, who is that? Bo Horvat. Horvat with the puck. Putting it in front. Quick shot. And there's the first official save here of the night. Gonna circle back around is Makar. Makar with a big smile on his face. This guy, everywhere he goes, he's got a huge smile on his face. They do play 3-on-3 hockey over these games, so it is going to be a little different than what we would normally see. Gonna chip it around. Long pass. Stepping up over the line. Can't even speak. Horvat passes it back. I'm going to drop it around. It's hard to see because they're just wearing the jerseys are hard to tell which team is which. So here comes the Pacific coming right in front. Nice save. Hellebuyck with the starting stop. What a nice one. Draisaitl spinning around, going to give it over. McDavid going to be on the ice here as well. And here's a quick shot. And another nice stop by Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck busy here in the first starting moments. Here comes Tarasenko. He's going to play it ahead. Picked up, stolen, and turned back the other way. Here comes the Pacific. Terry throwing it in. That one gets knocked away. Kadri on there. So Kadri's playing with Terry. That's a pretty cool combination. Terry puts it just wide. They're going to have to bring it out, and Pacific is going to reset here. Terry tried to feed it back. Got it to Kadri, and it was stolen away. Here comes the Central. Little toe drag. Trying to walk through was Clayton Keller. He gives it up. Here comes Kadri. Nazem Kadri, top of the faceoff circle, going backhand top corner. That misses off the post and is going to go just high. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Welcome in. Had a Canada surprise this morning. A Canadian goose just flew into your kitchen window. Oh my gosh, Jeff. That is wild. Here comes McKinnon. He's going to pass it across. And that's stolen. A lot of defensive plays here early in this game. Some you don't see. And here's a breakaway. Coming in, going top shelf, Horvat. And another save by Hellebuyck. Horvat going up. We got a goal coming up. We got a goal coming up. Here's Rantanen. Going to feed it away. And a lot of giveaways in the neutral zone. Little toe drag coming around. Pettersson puts the shot on. That's going to go just wide. Here's a backhanded breakaway. McKinnon, he shoots. He scores. McKinnon. Nice shot there. McKinnon gets the first goal. It looks like we're going to get another goal coming up. Back and forth. The goals are going to be coming fast and furious in this game. We got a couple new subscribers on the board, so thank you, new subscribers. Much appreciated. So these guys, wow, was that fast action back and forth. 4 shots for the Pacific, 1 for the Central, and that one is all that mattered. They put it in, shooting 100%. Here comes the Pacific right back with 6:40 left in the first half. That's right, they play 2 halves in these games. In the corner. Coming around, stolen, Draisaitl. Up to Carlson, back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl drops it for McDavid, and that's picked away. Here comes Jason Robertson. He's going to turn around. Robertson rolls it in, missed the pass. Here comes McDavid the other way. McDavid working his way up over to Carlson to McDavid, and he's going to score. Connor McDavid. No surprise there. He's my pick to dominate this one. Whoops, wrong button. There it is. Connor McDavid tying this one up.
Wow, what a shot!
Connor McDavid just slides that one in. So I have to say, this is off to a little bit of a slower pace than I was expected. Why there were female hockey players in the skills competition. CT, it's something they started last year, maybe even the All-Star Game before that, where they were trying to bring in some of the female talent from Canada and the US to get involved. I kind of liked it. They had them playing some odd roles this All-Star Game. The one before, they actually had them participate in some of the contests. They had them in the fastest skater, the hardest shot, the targets, and they did quite well. And it was actually a pretty nice moment where it was, oh my, now I forget her name. It's going to kill me. One of the best, Sarah Nurse, one of the great Canadian talents. She goes in on Shesterkin on the breakaway, puts the move on in the one hand kind of wraparound. A beautiful goal that Sarah Nurse scored on Shesterkin, kind of surprised everybody. So it was kind of cool. Nice to have him in the Hockey Ultimate Team. The All-Star cards get +1 every goal they score. I have McKinnon, Rantanen, and Hayes. Oh, nice, Colin. Very good. That's awesome. Sarah Nurse did the Kucherov. Yeah, it was a pretty sweet goal. It was a very, very cool goal. And Sarah Nurse was the cover athlete as well from the for NHL this year. So that was pretty cool. So I like it. I think it was a great thing they did to include them, and I like to see some more of that, because some of the women, and if we watched the women's game or the women's Olympics and even some of the women's tournaments, some of the hockey is better than the boys. So I'm glad they involved some of the top stars there. My sister once played in the WNHL. Oh, Matt, that is very cool. Sister-in-law. I don't think it was like a slow motion goal, but she certainly got the best of Shesterkin. Well, that CT, that's just it. And I think that's where the big conversation is the funding that they get. So we know there's a lot kind of in motion to try and bring some more money to women's hockey, because they're spectacular players. So they're just coming back from commercial break. They're going to get this one going. Again, we got just over 6 minutes left in the first half of hockey here of the first game. We got 3 games today. Here's a quick shot. A nice stop there. Hellbox made some great saves. It's turned over again. Little toe drag the other way. Kadri trying to get a little fancy there. Going to bring it down, flip it out. It's going to come all the way back down the ice. Picked up by Terry. Terry, Kadri, and who is the third? If he would come into the frame. Terry going to continue to carry it across. Going around behind the net. Oh, Stevenson. Chandler Stevenson is the third. Back to Terry. Terry coming right up the middle. Going to go upstairs. Nice save again by Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck looking awesome. Here comes the Pacific the other way. Down the ice. Keller puts it across. Little toe drag there for Jones, but he was too deep. Jones back over to Keller. Keller carrying it around. They're circling, trying to hit Tarasenko. Can't do it. Back to Jones. Can't get that one either. And it's picked up by the Central, bringing it all the way down. Here's Stevenson coming in. Tried to go to Kadri. Hits a skate. And Jones picks it up. Jones up to Tarasenko. He's going to kind of hang on as they're making some changes. Actually going to play it back to the goaltender, Hellebuyck. Like to see Hellebuyck take a shot. It was kind of cool to see these guys take some shots yesterday. Not My Circus. Good afternoon. Welcome in. Here comes the Pacific. It's going to come out. McKinnon tried to play it ahead. Working around. Here they come again. Working up through the gut. Horvat drops it off. The Pacific on the way in. Little backhanded across. That's going to miss its intended target in Fiala. Fiala passes it back to Horvat. He's going to carry it around. Of course, Bo just traded. Right in front. Nice little pass and a backhander and a goal. Kevin Fiala. No. Was it Pedersen? Pedersen or Fiala? Who put that one in? Pedersen. I think Pedersen's going to get the goal. So nice little play there. A little backhander. And going to put that one in. He was going to go behind the legs. Kind of faked it. Got Hellebuyck to go for the poke check. And then brought it up and put it in over the sprawled out goaltender. Alex, how's it going? Good afternoon. Welcome in. Some NHL All-Star action. 4:11 left in the first half here. It's a 2-1 lead for the Pacific. And it looks like we're going to get a goal to tie this one up again momentarily. Oh! Are they calling this one back? They're saying he was offside prior to the goal? Did we just get a challenge? The Trading Post doesn't sell Perrier. Oh, Dallas. Good to know. So there's a coach's challenge. You gotta be kidding me.
Play was offside, no goal.
Offside, no goal. What is going on? I can't believe we just had a coach's challenge here in the All-Star game. Mitch Marner will be playing, but he will be playing in the game, the second game. So there's 3 games in total. We have the Pacific and the Central now, followed by the Atlantic and the Metropolitan, and the winner of each will then play each other in the grand finale. I can't believe it. So I'm a little confused with the scoreboard here because one scoreboard says 2-2. The other scoreboard on the TV says 1-1. Kaprizov gets stopped. Coming out in front. Big shot there by Robertson. That misses. And here's McDavid. McDavid's going to pick it up. There we go. Now it's 1-1. Holy moly. Coming back in front. Tried to hit McDavid. McDavid picks up the puck from the faceoff dot. He's going to spin around. McDavid behind the net. He's going to send it out in front. It's there. It's there. Can they bury it? No, they can't get it past Hellebuyck. And Hellebuyck's going to play it. Of course, we don't get any hits, really, in these games. Bon, what's going on? Welcome in. I can't believe they challenged the call. Oh, my gosh. Just made a fresh picture of Pog Juice. Yeah, Triton. That's awesome. Steele coming in. Quick shot and a goal. Seth Jones is going to get on the boards. Seth Jones puts it in the Central. Goes up 2-1. Do we need to make sure there was no offsides? There was no icing. There was no... Even the All-Star game refs suck. That's funny. So quick turnover. Jones made a nice play. And just puts it in Logan Thompson. Of course, Logan Thompson, one of the surprises of the season this year. He's been just spectacular. So we got 3 minutes left here in the first half of play.
Unpopular opinion being on the Pacific. Okay. I think Tarzan's laughing at me right now, but I just think the responsibility of handling pucks down.
Here's a long pass across.
Backfire, but I like that 3D breakdown, guys. Shocker.
Coming out in front, Keller with it. Gonna drop it off there for Tarasenko. Tarasenko being challenged. Has his pocket picked. Here's Chandler Stevenson. He goes high, and that's going to be just over the net. Back the other way. Here comes the Central. Seth Jones, he's going to hang on to it. Teams are going to make some changes. The scoreboard is messing with my brain. I know, right? It's just crazy. I don't know what's going on. Here's Rantanen coming in. Quick pass across. Little toe drag, try to feed it through. That goes just wide.
Does anybody else find themselves watching Bull Horvat after that comment?
Stolen coming in front, and Stolen again. Lots of steals. I miss the 5-on-5 All-Star games. I'm not a big fan of this 3-on-3 stuff. Here's a shot and a goal. Pettersson gonna get his second of the game. Now it's officially 2-2.
I like the fact that these two get
So Elias Pettersson, again, he had the hardest shot last night. He's going to take a nice little feeder pass.
faking like he's going to shoot. Cale Makar kind of stick one way.
It was a nice one coming in. Horvat makes the pass over to Pettersson. Little Vancouver connection there.
Quick release when underneath. Maybe he felt bad
So
about
Pettersson,
disallowed goal.
the first one with 2 goals on the board. Of course, he's got 58 points this season.
Passing to Pettersson, will he be passing the captain's torch?
So that's the big rumor, is that he will become the new captain
Captain of the Canucks.
of the Canucks. So we'll have to wait and see. Is that actually going to be the case?
So 2-2 with 2 minutes left in the first half here.
2-2 game now, officially.
Sent back to
3-on-3 hockey with these All-Stars. Rantanen gonna bring it in, drop it off. Coming in is Makar. Makar fakes one way, goes the other side. He's gonna drop it back off. Tarasenko, Rantanen, excuse me, to McKinnon. McKinnon, little backhand pass back to Rantanen. Rantanen, little toe drag, bringing it right through the front, going backhand high and over the net. Long pass all the way across. Here's McKinnon. Steps around one guy, dishes it off. Trying to get it back, going back door, and he scores. Nice little setup and a nice little feed there. The Colorado Avalanche players just looking real nice, moving the puck around.
You have no defenseman out there.
Jordan, what's up? Welcome in. A week tomorrow I'll be discharged from the hospital and we'll continue chemo from home. All right, Jordan, good to hear, my friend. Good to hear.
Tap in there.
All good thoughts for you.
McKinnon. How many times in the
Not like they're together all season. Exactly, Bond. It's like these guys never play together.
the attack mentality of the All-Star game, and obviously there's always been
But nice job when you see these guys coming together. Great little play.
from doing the tag up and slowing it down. This is what everybody wants. They
Here's a
want
long pass. Trying to work through. Pacific coming in. Morrissey. Morrissey's going to take the shot. And a nice save.
Nobody's pressuring him. I like the idea, but
Central continuing to put the pressure, stolen by the Pacific. And they do it again. Another steal. Kaprizov dancing in. Passes it all the way back. Here's Robertson. Robertson going to give it around behind the net. Long pass back to Morrissey. Picking it off. Nice passing here. 30 seconds to go. Out of the corner, right open. In the slot, quick shot. And that goes just wide. Morrissey with an opportunity. But they're still putting pressure. Somebody just shoot the puck. Wow. Moellerman, what's going on? Welcome in.
And it's Carlson.
And that's going to do it. The end of the first period. Here's one last chance. 5 seconds before the period is officially over. Draisaitl drops it back to nobody. So that's going to do it. The buzzer's going to go. That's going to be the end of the first half of hockey.
And at the end of the first half, it's 3-2 Central. Here's Kyle.
So the scoreboard is actually incorrect. It's 3-2. It's 3-2, not 3-3. So I don't know who's controlling that scoreboard, but they are at a whack right now. So nice start here. Very close game. I actually thought it was going to be bigger points up on the board. So the fact that it's a 3-2 game is not bad. All-Star games usually have ridiculous scoring. So again, if you watched last night, one of the events they brought out was the splash shot. And what it worked, it was like a dunk tank situation where there were a bunch of surfboards hanging up and then a dunk tank. And each pair of players, one guy was the shooter, the other guy went in the other team's dunk tank. So you had to shoot and take 5 or 6, however many surfboards. You had to knock them down. Then you take a shot, hit the NHL logo, and you dunk the player in. It was actually a fun event. I wasn't a fan of some of these gimmicky events, like the one they did in Vegas where they shot at the like neon targets and whatnot. But this was very cool. The players looked like they were having fun. Anytime you see Sidney Crosby dunked in the dunk tank was pretty awesome, and it was a fun event. The other one they did, and I don't remember the name they came up with, but they did a golf style event where they teed off with a hockey stick and white pucks, and they had a drive, kind of a second shot, and then a putt. In the putt, they used the hockey stick with the golf ball, and it was pretty cool. It was a fun little event. Um, yeah, I think it was Nick Suzuki, if I recall, took that one. It was really good, but it was awesome. Wish we could do that with streamers. Anthony, that would be so much fun. Little golf tournament, even if it was mini putt. So those were kind of clever little events they put up. Quite enjoyed that. The one event I did miss was the real breakaway challenge last night, where they just have, all the players kind of rotate through and take shots and see what they stop. I like the goalie scoring a breakaway. Bond, the goalie one was interesting. I'm still not sure what to make of it. I like them taking the shot. I just thought it was a little bizarre. I think was it only one goalie? Was it Saros that put it in? He came back and on his last shot, he put it in the little hole in the middle of the net. That was pretty cool. But the goalie event was okay. One thing I really liked what they did, host, we could do virtual golf for the streamers on Quest right after the Beat Saber challenge. There you go, Triton. A virtual golf tournament. That would be pretty fun, actually. One thing I liked that they did in the target shooting is when it came down to the finals and it was Brock Nelson against Nazem Kadri, is they put the nets side by side. So you had the pressure. It wasn't just shooting by yourself going for the best time. You had the pressure of the guy right next to you shooting. So that was a pretty cool setup. I'd like to see them do something like that again. One of the really bizarre turns kind of happened right at the beginning of the All-Star game, where it was Kyle McCarr, fastest skater, first one out, around the second turn, blows a tire and he goes down hard. Luckily, they put padding along the boards, but that was a very, potentially scary moment when you have these guys with no helmets flying around the ice. All right, 10 minutes on the board. The second half has now begun. It's 3-2. It is 3-2. I don't know why this board has 3-3. Tarasenko comes in, and now he's going to score. Tarasenko, right off the bat, comes in and puts up a nice score to start. McDavid getting involved. McDavid just so good. Tarasenko comes in, a little saucer pass over. Tarasenko, what a pass. Feeds it across. Look at these guys. It's like they've been doing this for a few years. So good. All right, let me just try and make a quick change here. See if I can lower this down a little bit. There we go. Clayton Keller, 41 points this season. He leads the Arizona Coyotes. Arizona, they've beat some pretty darn good teams this year, including our beloved Maple Leafs. I hate the new playoff format. Matt, I agree with you so much. I cannot stand the new playoff format. Did you hear Crosby would like the old format back? I did not hear that. Crosby actually spoke up about it. That is very interesting. I agree, 1-8 was the best way. Quick shot. Saros, what a save. So Saros, of course, some goaltending changes here. Saros is in. Saros looking to take a shot. He's going to pass this one up. He's in for the Central Division. We'll see Skinner should be in on the other side. So Skinner is in. Here's Kadri coming in, little dipsy-do. Gonna work in. I'd love to see Kadri have a good second period here. Coming around. Here's Kadri again. A lot of these guys just look to pass the puck off. I want to see somebody score.
Troy Terry again.
Circling around.
Leading Anaheim in scoring. They're tied with
Somebody shoot the puck. And here's Kadri. He's going to have it knocked off his stick.
Play there made.
Good D by the
It's all about offense right there, Simmer. I know you disagree. I don't think it's
good D by the Central Division. Central Division continuing to put pressure. See, something's wrong with this scoreboard because it's not 4-4, it's 4-2. It's 4 for the Central, 2 for the Pacific.
A little give and go, and
Pettersson, he gets stoned there.
Comes the Central. Makar over the line.
Here's Makar, drops it back. Rantanen is going to take a shot that goes high and over the net. Coming back across. Here's Horvat. Horvat, this whole Horvat situation is still so weird that he's playing on the West Coast team representing the Islanders. Gives it to Pettersson. Teams do good in regular season and they get rewarded by facing another great team. I know, Hayden, the format is crazy. Can we petition to bring back the old format? Alex, I don't know if anybody would argue against it other than the league. Butman resigned. So, Matt, he's actually just about to celebrate his 30th year as commissioner of the NHL. 30 years. That's a long time. I agree. It's time for a change.
3 minutes into the second half. Here comes Draisaitl.
Draisaitl drops it back. McDavid tries to go 5-hole. Saros makes the save. Nice shot there.
Back comes the Central.
Stopping, turning around. Little crisscross, drops it off. Morrissey, oh! Fancy move there. Couldn't get the shot off. Put it in the slot. Robertson can't get the shot off. Nice defensive plays here. Both teams making nice defensive plays. Here comes Draisaitl. Little toe drag himself. Passes it over. See, the 3-on-3 we're seeing here is very different than the 3-on-3 we see in overtime during regular season hockey. Here's McDavid putting it across. A little bounce pass back to McDavid. Cannot connect. 6 minutes to go here in the second frame. 4-2 Central. I'm shocked right now. I thought the Pacific would be absolutely dominating this game. Here they come across. Pass to McKinnon. That goes off his skate. Trying to put it in the front. Little forehand, backhand. Carlson going high. And Saros is going to stop that. Saros looking absolutely incredible. Velez, how's it going? DJ, what's going on? I'm confused. It's East versus West, but both teams are from the West, right? That is correct right now. So it's the 2 West Coast teams. Then it'll be the 2 East Coast teams. And then it'll be the East versus West in the final. So the winners of the 2 games will play each other. Long pass. Here's a break for Kadri. Kadri coming in one-on-one with Saros. And Saros is going to win that battle. Nikita, welcome in. Terry coming in. Going to drop this one back. 5 minutes to go. And they cannot get it past Saros. Saros looking mighty strong here in the first game. Terry puts it through the slot, and that's going to be poke-checked away. Coming out in front again, and they cannot get this one towards the net. Cyberflyer, what's going on? Ron, hello there. Good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Here they come. Back the other way. It's Clayton Keller for the Arizona Coyotes. A 2-on-1. Keller puts it across. They shoot, and they score. Vladimir Tarasenko. Wow. 5-2 now for the Central. It is not 4-4. It is 5-2 for the Central. I don't know what is going on with this little scoreboard here. Let's see if we can manually give it a kick. No, and it goes 5-5. So clearly they're having a programming issue because every time they increment the goals, both teams get a goal. So it is 5-2. Really in favor of the Central. What a game. What a game. I am fantastic, Ron. I hope you are doing well. I get the part, just the jerseys confuse me. Ah, gotcha. We're talking about the scoreboard is never wrong. That's right. Anything online is always right. Even down here, this feed at the bottom It's funny. The top feed is from Sportsnet, the bottom feed is from TSN, and they're both showing 5-5. So whatever central system pulls these scores and what, they clearly have it broken. But welcome in, everyone. Happy to have you here. Thanks for joining us. If you're new here and you're joining us for the first time, my name is Sam. This is a Samuel B12 experience, and we're here covering the All-Star Game. We cover mainly Toronto Maple Leafs. We have a whole lot of fun doing it. So thanks for coming in and hanging out for a little while. This All-Star Game is a little slow. I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought there'd be a bigger pickup. I thought the games would be a little bit faster. Scott, how's it going? Go Wild. Go Wild. I have to tell you, Scott, if you're a Wild fan, Kaprizov, man, if I had Kaprizov on my team, I would be cheering for him as well. That kid is gold. Really, really good to see. You know, I kind of like to see the NHL pick up something kind of out of the NBA's playbook. And I really like how the NBA at the All-Star Game, they do this rookie-sophomore game. I think that would be a great addition to make it a true All-Star weekend, to do kind of a Friday night or earlier before the skills competition. You know, the rookies have your rookie All-Stars go against your second-year All-Stars. I think that would be just awesome. Be a lot of fun. Because there are a lot of great players. And they do a good job showing off some of the talent at the World Juniors and whatnot. So it'd be cool to see it done a little bit more. So we're getting ready to get back in this game now. So let's get this one going. Running out of time in this game, and then we'll have to get everything switched over and ready for the next one. And that's going to see the two Eastern teams going head to head. So Horvat for the Islanders. I still can't get over it.
And the funny thing is, I don't know if this has ever happened before.
So the actual score is 5-2 for the Central. The Pacific, though, they have it. They need a couple goals to get back, and they're running out of time. Going back to the point. Central bringing it back, slowing it down. They got to get a move on here. Little toe drag pass across. Fiala cannot put that one in. Saros just solid. Here. McCarr with a nice shot and a tip and a nice save there. Back and forth action. Pettersson scores. Pettersson gets another one on the board. 5-3 now. 5-3. So McKinnon just rolls it in. Almost put it past the goaltender, but couldn't do it. Pettersson with a nice shot. Just a snipe. Do I get a breakdown? I'm just trying to see here.
I talked to him after he won his hardest shot competition yesterday, and I said,
so that's going to be Pettersson's second. It should have been his third, but he had a goal disallowed. So 2 officially now for Pettersson. McDavid side of the net. Couldn't do it. Oh, it's Kaprizov. Why do they have to wear the same number? Darn it. Carlson going to play it back. Here's McDavid now. McDavid bringing it around, taking a look. Saros following him everywhere he goes. Gets it over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl. Flip pass to McDavid. McDavid coming in. Tries to center it in front to Carlson. McDavid gets the puck back. Dishes it off to Carlson. Carlson backhander. That's going to go around behind. Draisaitl picks it up. Draisaitl behind the net. Taking a look. Nobody's getting open for him. Now he finds McDavid over to Draisaitl to Carlson. He shoots off the post. And like stolen in front. Draisaitl's going to put that one wide. Close but no cigar. Quick shot in another post. Oh no, it went in. It went off the post and in. So Carlson snipes that one. So all of a sudden, it's 5-4. Maybe this incorrect scoreboard is a prediction. It's not a prediction, it's a spoiler. It's 5-4 as they're crawling all the way back. What a shot off the crossbar and in over top of Saros. What a snipe. 5-4. Down one. The Pacific needs one to tie.
Only Bobby Orr and Paul Coffey have had at least 25 goals, 80 assists.
And here comes Kadri. Kadri going to carry this one right in. He's going to take the shot. That's going to go up over the net. Kadri's going to play it back around. Coming in front, Stevenson going to put it right into Saros' glove. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Here's Keller. Keller going to play it up to Jones. Jones bringing it in, drops it off for Keller. Tries to feed it across for Tarasenko. He does. Tarasenko keeps it in. Coming right up the chute. Throws it over to Jones. Jones to Keller. He scores. Clayton Keller. What a shot.
And that's a killer. And Tarasenko just barely kept it in at the line.
Wow. What is the OT format? That is a very good question. Humble, you're very welcome, and thank you for being here. I'm not sure what the overtime format is. The way these guys score. Maybe they just go right to a shootout. So it's a 6-4 game. 6-4 in favor of the Central. 1:50 to go. Must be right. It's on the internet. Yeah, exactly. The internet, it's always correct. Bringing it across. Here's McKinnon. McKinnon bringing it in. Feeds it through. Tries to put it in. He can't do it. Picked up by Stevenson. Tried to hit a break-in player. And here's McKinnon the other way. Little breakaway, and that's stopped. Here's Kadri. Kadri going to bring it in. Going to hold this one back. Little toe drag. Pulling it around. Feeding it across. Little stick handling. Coming back in front. Trying to jam it in. Jam play. And they couldn't.
Now he's telling to stop. Now you got too many men on the ice.
Too many men on the ice. Last minute to go here. Last minute to go.
Grab the extra guy. Good stop to not jump on.
So they're going to play it back. They're going to hold on to it, move it around. We're going to have to get the whoops.
Stopped by Skinner. And now a turn up ice for Pettersson, who's had a strong game. Staying on side. On the other side was Horvat.
Give me 1 second.
Behind the net, but it's pushed past him with a half minute to go.
All right, so we'll have to make some changes when this game ends. They got 30 seconds to go. It's an empty net. So the Pacific has pulled the goalie. They're going to hang on to it. They're not going to get a chance. 15 seconds. It looks like the Central is going to take this one. They're going to clear it out all the way down the ice. It's going to roll just wide. That's going to be an icing call with 7 seconds left to go. 7 seconds left to go. Unbelievable. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull this down. And I'm going to see very quickly if I can kind of get things changed around for the next game that's going to be coming up. All right, so that's done. That's done. So Fallout Boy is going to be coming out with a performance. This game is going to be a wrap. I also need to go over here and grab the next game. So they're saying end of the second, but that's going to be the end of the game. So give me a moment. We're going to just switch this, get ready for the next one. We're going to go over to our intermission screen, over to the studio. We're going to switch this up here, and I'm going to bring in our special guest. Please welcome to the show, AAU Triton. AAU, what's going on? Ooh, what's happening to your screen? Let me see if I can fix that.
It's like I'm green screened.
It's like you're green screened, but where are you? You are here. There you go. You are no longer.
If you didn't want me on, you could have just said so. You didn't have to make me invisible.
There we go. How's it going, buddy? How are you?
All right.
You're hanging in there.
A little nauseous because I started that today, but
yeah, as expected, I suppose. You'll keep me posted on how you're doing a little bit later. So here we are. I'm going to take these off. I don't need them right now.
I didn't know who to root for.
Well, the next game coming up is the one that we're really going to want to root for. But let me see, because it's really hard for these All-Star games to get some true stats and everything that's going on. So here's a rundown of what we saw in the first game. And I can get rid of this screen here. So it kicked off. Nathan McKinnon from Rantanen was the first goal. Then Connor McDavid from Erik Karlsson. Then we had Seth Jones from Tarasenko. Pettersson from Bo Horvat and Kevin Fiala. Then McKinnon, his second from Rantanen. There was also another goal by Pettersson, but that was called off on the offside due to a coach's challenge. Hayden, no worries, buddy. We'll see you a little bit later. In the second period, second half, it was Clayton Keller from Tarasenko and Jones. Then it was Tarasenko from Keller and Saros, so Saros getting an assist. Then it was Pettersson, his second from Fiala and Skinner, so Skinner also getting an assist. Karlsson from Draisaitl. Then Clayton Keller again from Jones and Tarasenko. So lots of scoring, lots of points, but the game was a little slow.
I was just going to ask if you could say that again in English instead of Greek, because I didn't understand a single one of those names.
A lot of names. So a lot of these teams are the West Coast teams. We don't see a whole lot of them in our neck of the woods a couple times a year. But the next game that's coming up after this performance by Fallout Boy is going to be all the players that we know and love. We are going to see, let me flip over here and bring up the exact rosters. So here's who we're going to see coming up in the next game. The Metropolitan is going to have Igor Shesterkin, the goaltender, Sidney Crosby, maybe you've heard of him, Adam Fox, Johnny Gaudreau, Kevin Hayes, Jack Hughes, Brock Nelson, this little player named Alex Ovechkin, and Terry Panarin, and Andrei Sveshnikov, and the other goaltender is going to be Ilya Sorokin for the Atlantic Division. And this is who I'm rooting for, the Atlantic. We got Vasilevskiy in net. We got Barkov. We got Dahlin, Kucherov, Larkin, Mitchell Marner, David Pastrnak, Nick Suzuki, Brady Tkachuk, and Matthew Tkachuk. And the other goaltender is going to be Linus Ullmark. So those are going to be the teams. Do you have to go to college?
Do you have to go to special college to learn these names?
Pretty much. United, what's going on? Dropping the freeze. There we go. Michelle, welcome in. Metropolitan for the win. Going for the Metropolitan. Listen, it's pretty hard to root against the Metropolitan with this lineup. They are stacked. It's going to be good.
I need to change my light color because I look like an Oompa Loompa. I'm all orange.
Colin dropping the robot. All right, I'll get up. I will get up in robot for you. The redeem getting going here.
I'm going to let Sam do the robot this time.
Yeah. I'm taking down everything. Like, what a mess. What a mess I'm making here. Here we go. Little robot. It's hard in the little screen. There you go. Little robot redemption. So again, you guys are earning points just from being here, and glad to see they're being used. There is a new redemption. If you do redeem All-Stars, there's a new one I've just added. We did have something new in this game that I've never seen before at an All-Star game, and that was the Coach's Challenge for the offside, which was a little bizarre. Not a big fan of
Is
that
that not a normal thing? I thought coaches can challenge.
The All-Star games, you don't see a lot of that. You don't really see the coaches challenge. You don't really see any body checks. You don't see a lot of that. There it is. Not my circus. Bringing the All-Stars to town. You don't really see a lot of that. Bree, how's it going? Welcome back in. Concilio, how's it going? It is a talent reading the names. Yeah. It's so very, very true. It is usually these All-Star games, the skill is unbelievable. So it's something you don't.
You purposely left that pie on my side, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. So usually the games are a little bit faster. The skill's a little bit better. I wasn't impressed with that
full
first
game.
They don't. So they play 3-on-3, and it's only 2 halves. So it's not the full game. So they try to keep it to about 20 minutes because they play 3 games. So they try to make it like it's a full hockey game.
Oh, okay.
2 10 minutes, so 20 minutes, which would equal 1 period of regular hockey.
Oh, okay.
So they'll clean the ice now. They'll do the performance. They'll have the next game coming up. Or actually, I don't see them bringing the stage out. So maybe the performance will be in between the next game and the final round to give a break. But I thought what we could do, because we've been talking about hockey for a little while now, and we're unofficially at the halfway mark, even though we're past the halfway mark of games, but the All-Star game usually marks the halfway mark. So I want to talk about some of the numbers, and I'm going to put a video together, probably coming out later this week, to do an official kind of halfway review. But here are some of the numbers, and it's ridiculous. So let's just go through it. Total games played so far, Michael Anderson, he's on the LA Kings. He's played all 53 games for the Kings, so 53 games. Most goals to this point, Connor McDavid, no shocker there. Connor McDavid, 41 goals. McDavid is currently on pace to get around 65. So that's pretty awesome. Nikita Kucherov, for assists, he's leading in assists. He's got 53 assists, which is crazy. 53 assists. And I think he's on pace for a total of 86, which is wild. Now this next one, it boggles my mind. We're halfway through the season. Connor McDavid is leading in points. He's got 92 points so far. Connor McDavid is on pace. And where's that number? On pace for 144 points this year. I do not recall the last time an NHL player has had 144 points in a year. It is absolutely incredible. So what happens if the team that is wearing the West for this game wins? So I think this next game, they'll both be wearing East jerseys, but one's the light and one's the dark. So 144 points McDavid is on pace for. He's currently got 92. In the plus minus category, Lindholm for Boston leads the way at a plus 33, which is crazy. Penalty minutes, Arbor Jackeye on Montreal. He's got 92 penalty minutes so far, which is crazy. When you think about it, penalty is 2 minutes, right? 2 minutes or 5 for fighting. United redeeming the cheer. I don't even know who that has to make me cheer for, but that's okay. We'll pick a team. If I scroll down,
I know who we want you to cheer for.
Who? For Figment, the mascot game. Bring in the mascot game. Yeah. Tage Thompson. I've talked all year about how great of a year Tage Thompson is having. He currently has 3 hat tricks leading the way. So a hat trick is scoring 3 goals. He's in a game. He's done it 3 times. Draisaitl's leading with 9 game-winning goals. Riley Smith on Vegas leading with 4 shorthanded goals. And Draisaitl as well, leading with 17 power play goals. So just some absolutely bonkers numbers. David Pastrnak leading in shots, 245 shots taken. So
now,
these
do
numbers
you actually
are just...
remember all these, or you look this up every game?
No. I have it all documented. If I remembered all these off the top of my head, man, I'm in the wrong business.
If you can remember all that, then I don't see how you can never remember to do your Tim picks.
Exactly. Kaprizov. So Scott, I love Kaprizov. Watching him play, he is ridiculous. He's such a great player. And he's just exciting to watch, right? Let me see if I can bring him up here real quick. Tell you exactly what he's doing. So Kaprizov this year in 48 games played, he's got 59 points. So he's over a point a game player, 27 goals, 32 assists. He's an even zero. You'd like to see a player in the pluses a little bit more. 182 shots. He's got 4 game-winning goals. So he's putting up great numbers this year. He's a really spectacular player. If you watch what he does on the ice, it's just incredible. The things he does with the puck, but also the things he does away from the puck. The way he reads the plays and gets to, the right spots on the ice is pretty remarkable. So he's only what, 25 years old, something like that. So Kaprizov has a bright future ahead of him in this game. Triton, I got something for you. Since we're waiting for the next game to come in, got some questions for you.
Okay.
Let's start with this one. What concert costs just 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
I said something about Nickelback.
Yeah. And then here, what did the French groundhog see when he woke up? Talking about being Groundhog Day the other day. What did the French groundhog see when he woke up? His chateau.
Those are actually some pretty good ones. I got to give you that one.
That was good. Here's one. TML was there. He was very close. Why are doctors always calm?
Because all they do is take your money.
I like that answer. Doctors are always calm because they have a lot of patience.
I like my answer better.
I do like your answer better. Oh, that was so funny. There were some good ones the other day. I wonder if I could bring those up. Is there a way of seeing your history with certain devices on your phone? You know how you talk to your phone and it gives you answers? I don't want to say the name.
No.
Oh, there's not.
Not that I know of, no.
That's too bad. Because there were some great ones yesterday.
I thought you were getting them for your kids. I didn't know you were cheating with a device.
No, I actually have a calendar. I have a calendar that has them all, which is
so
great.
that's still cheating.
Let's see. I apologize in advance for doing this. Hey Siri, can I see your history? No. That's too bad. I could have sworn there was a way.
Not that I've been aware of.
Yeah, there you go. I think I get it. In the last game, yes, both were wearing Western jerseys, but one was light and one was dark. Oh, looks like they're going to start introducing the next two teams.
Well, at least you said Siri and not Alexa.
That's true.
That I probably just said everyone is off now. All right, I'll see you in the stream.
All right, thanks, Triton, for coming in. Let's meet the next set of All-Stars. Or maybe not. Here we go.
Great Alex Ovechkin.
OV. Ovechkin looking mighty gray. Still using
From
those
the
yellow
New York
skate
Rangers,
laces.
number 10, Artemi Panarin.
Panarin. He's got the curly hair going, the fro.
From the Columbus Blue Jackets, number 13, Johnny Gaudreau.
Johnny Gaudreau. I wonder if he's regretting his decision to go to Columbus. Not been a
From
good
the
stream for
Philadelphia
him.
Flyers, number 13, Kevin Hayes.
Kevin Hayes, what a year he's having.
From the New York Rangers, number 23, Adam Fox.
Adam Fox, what a defenseman he's turned out to be. Spectacular.
From the New York Islanders, number 29, Brock Nelson.
Brock Nelson is kind of a surprise. I've always liked him, but he performed well yesterday in the skills, winning the target shooting. Ilya Sorokin coming in to start. He'll start the second period. Sorokin, what a year he's having.
From the New York Rangers, number 31, Igor Shesterkin.
Igor Shesterkin.
From the Carolina Hurricanes, number 37, Andrei Svechnikov.
Svechnikov, won the fastest skater, was actually a surprise. Everyone thought it would be Makar who blew a tire and went down, or Larkin. He was slow. Jack Hughes. Good to see Jack Hughes here. Had a rough start to his NHL career, and boy, has he been looking
From the
good.
Pittsburgh Penguins, number
TML, that's a
87,
very good question.
Crosby.
Sidney Crosby, the elder statesman. Still is darn good. So that's a good question. Why only one leaf? Matthew was supposed to be here. Obviously, with him being hurt, he was replaced by Barkov, which drives me nuts because when Tage Thompson got hurt, he was replaced by another Buffalo Sabres. So I think Toronto got the shaft here big time.
And now your Atlantic Division All-Stars.
All right, here comes the Atlantic.
From the Ottawa Senators, number 7,
TML, I
Brady
agree
Tkachuk.
100%. Brady Tkachuk coming out. Nice to see the Tkachuk brothers going to play together here.
Canadiens, number 14, Nick Suzuki.
Nick Suzuki, man, this kid is just so good. Unfortunately, Caulfield, going down. He's out for the season with an injury, but Suzuki just so good.
Mitch
Here he is,
Marner.
Mitch Marner. Coming out to almost no applause.
From the Buffalo Sabres,
I think I
number
heard
26,
crickets.
Rasmus Dahlin.
Here comes Rasmus Dahlin. Dahlin,
From
he's
the
such a
Boston
good player.
Bruins, number 35,
Caulfield was made of
Linus
glass, yeah.
Ullmark.
Linus Ullmark. Ullmark should still be a Buffalo Sabre. He's having a tremendous year right
From
now.
the Detroit
Oh,
Red
we got to
Wings, number
freeze.
71, Dylan Larkin.
There's Dylan Larkin. Larkin, man, I still feel like he was a kid.
From the Tampa Bay
He came
Lightning,
in.
number 86,
No,
Nikita
not Rasmus Sandy.
Kucherov.
Rasmus Dahlin. Nikita Kucherov coming into booze. I'm going to boo you as well. I
From
can't
the
stand
Boston Bruins,
Kucherov.
number 88, David Pastrnak.
David Pastrnak. He's getting some mixed reviews there coming out. He's so good.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, number 88, Andrei Vasilevskiy.
Andrei Vasilevskiy. Oh, another little robot.
And from your Florida Panthers,
Aleksander Barkov.
Barkov.
Here comes Barky. Now this should have been William Nylander. But Barkov
And number
replaces
19,
Matthews.
Matthew Tkachuk.
Matthew Tkachuk. Huge applause for Matthew. So there is. I have a feeling this game is going to be a little chippier than the last game.
Thanks, Del
All right,
Murdoch. Now to our fantastic
hop
host
over.
and the fastest driver.
Let's hop over to the game screen. Make sure we get this one ready. Come on. Refresh. There we go. Took a little kick, but we got it going. Hopefully the scoreboards will be fixed up a little bit. And every time one team scores, both teams will not continue to rise. Now, if you're just coming in, remember to hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you're new. And we are not going to play the goal video every time a goal is scored. We will just light the lamp like we did in the first match. It's so cold where I live. United, it is cold everywhere. It was like minus 20 or so here today. And I don't know what it was with the wind chill. But it's cold everywhere. Go hockey, go. That's right, Dallas. Let's see what this semi is going to work out to be. We're going to switch our drinks around. So we got some folks going for the Metro. We got some going for the Atlantic. There's a little Leaf fan in the house. Got his Leaf jersey on. So it looks like Marner might get the start here. Curious to see how they're going to pair them up. So Crosby and Ovechkin are going to start together. That is awesome. So good to see that. Not Matthews. My God, Samuel. Crosby and Ovechkin getting to play together here, starting this game. That's awesome. So we got the Metro wearing the white tops with the powder blue bottoms. And it'll be the Atlantic with the dark blue. They're the dark tops, the black tops. Sorry, the black shoulders with the white bottoms. So are we going to get the Tkachuks with Marner? Is that how this is going to go? Nope, Marner is now on the bench. So let's see how these guys are going to pair up. And maybe I should get the little stats up here. So I want to see who's going to be playing with them. We don't get the same line combinations like we normally do. So Shesterkin and Ullmark going to get the starts. Shesterkin for the Metro, Ullmark for the Atlantic. Two of the best goaltenders in the league right now. So let's get ready to drop this puck, get this game underway. So now we know the little scoreboard is a little advance of what we're actually seeing on the feeds. So we know that we're going to have Crosby and Ovechkin. I hope they stay that way. I assume we're going to get the Tkachuks together. So we'll see who the rest are going to be. Are they going to put Fox with Crosby and Ovechkin? That's ridiculous. So we got one Tkachuk. The camera's too high.
Here comes Barkov in the Atlantic right away. It's Brady Tkachuk handing it off to his brother Matt.
Yeah, so the Tkachuks together with Barkov. That's a pretty stellar line.
Replacing Auston Matthews.
They're carrying it around. Barkov. They're going to back it up now.
They'll reshuffle out at center and play keep away from Crosby.
Little pass. Here they come.
Now a break here and the first goal of the game.
First shot and first goal.
And it's a Florida Panther.
Matt Tkachuk, the Florida Panther, lighting the lamp.
The turn back into the neutral zone, got him a little sleepy, and look at Barkov.
Nice little play.
Making the change right up
little breakaway, partial breakaway, backhand, forehand, and no chance there for Shesterkin. Shesterkin goes down, kicks out the pad in the blocker, but Tkachuk just goes up and over. Triton wants the wave. Let's get the virtual wave going here.
That's a breakaway in an All-Star game.
3, 2, 1. Hey! Who is Pastrnak lined up? I'm not sure. Daniel will have to see as they come on the ice.
Now the puck to the near side. And at the other 16 for the Atlantic, it's Mitch Marner along with Nick Suzuki.
So Marner and Suzuki playing with Larkin. Larkin spinning around. Gonna drop it off there. Here's a quick shot. Suzuki can't get it on. Here they come back the other way. It's Jack Hughes. He's playing with Brock Nelson. I can't see who the other player is. And here's Marner. Marner coming in. Takes a shot, and that's going to go just wide. Marner's traded in his white skates for black skates here tonight.
Of the Miami Vice skates today.
I almost didn't recognize him there.
Here comes Larkin. Gonna dump that one back. So it looks like Pasternak's just coming on.
Get the numbers at the best of times.
Simmer, Mitch looks like a defensive.
So we'll see the line mates as they're switching up. Here's a long pass all the way down the ice. Gaudreau making a move, can't put it in.
Trying to walk it out in front for a better angle. He'll hand it off back at the line.
So I think Pastrnak and Kucherov are together.
Gaudreau.
With Dahlin.
There's Hayes with it.
Kevin Hayes coming right in front with the backhand. Great stop there. Ullmark, wow. Here's Pastrnak. He's going to throw it across. Gaudreau kind of picked that out of the air. Gaudreau trying to come through.
Like he's been all year. There's nobody who's been better between the pipes than the Bruins goaltender this season.
Nikita Kucherov on the ice, and he flings that backhand out, and a great pass.
Coming across, nice passing, quick shot, and off the side of the net. United, you got called for a spam. How many symbols did you put? You should be able to get a, 5 or 6. Of course, the mods get a few more. Morgan was able to get a bunch in. How many did you get there? So how many did you put if you got blocked?
Tkachuk in behind the net.
Tkachuk trying to come out the side. Down about 7 minutes in the first half. Kicking it over. Here's Barkov setting it over. A little backhander, and that's a nice play. Nice stop.
That was nice that they let Brady touch the puck there.
So it's a little complicated because they got 2 16s. With Marner and Barkov. Crosby flips it to Ovechkin. Back to the point.
And Adam Fox gets to play with the two legends.
Cycling around. Putting it right up. Ovi. Nice shot and an even better save again by Ullmark.
No blink there by Ullmark, was there?
Ullmark's just awesome. Tkachuk going to put it up. It's a Tkachuk and Tkachuk break. 2-on-1. And they go into the corner. Thank you, subscriber, coming in, hitting that button. Appreciate it so much.
Here's Larkin. Curling inside the line.
Curling around, coming in.
Red Wing captain unable to get that in
They're
front.
telling us there's a goal on the board. We haven't seen it yet, and there it is. Yeah, we did see it earlier. Sorry, there's the second goal. Dylan Larkin, he's going to put that one in.
And the Atlantic has a 2-goal lead.
2-goal lead for the Atlantic. Dylan Larkin from a sharp angle. He comes around behind the net from almost behind the goal line, and somehow Larkin found a little hole and managed to just feed the puck through. Great play. But a great play there to go up 2-0. That's what we want to see from the Atlantic Division. Boy, they're looking good. So we had the first goal was Matt Tkachuk from Barkov and Brady Tkachuk. Then Dylan Larkin puts it in from Matt Tkachuk. So Tkachuk with 2 points as a whole. Angie, what's going on? Welcome in. At least the scoreboard is fixed. Yeah, that was so crazy the last game. I don't know what was going on. That was so bizarre. But what a 2-goal lead here. Of course, this game is a little slow as well. I kind of expected the pace of play to be a little bit higher, to be honest. But they're getting the job done. It's nice to see some of these guys playing together. You know, anytime you see the Tkachuks getting to play together, it's awesome. Seeing Ovechkin and Crosby together is very cool. And of course, Adam Fox he gets to play with those two, which looks really, really great. It's unfortunate again that Matthews' replacement wasn't Nylander, because it would have been really cool to see Nylander and Marner playing together here. If you're just coming in, hit that like button for us. We'd really appreciate it. And of course, if you are new, hit that subscribe as well. Atlantic can score, but just remember Central is watching somewhere. You listen, these guys, the talent on the Central team is ridiculous. Or sorry, the Metropolitan team is ridiculous. So you cannot count them out, because they can just be explosive and get right back in. So it's only 2 goals. And we saw, what was the other one? 6-5 was the final. So again, if you're new to the All-Star format, they play 2 halves of 3-on-3 hockey. Each team, or the first game was the 2 West teams. This is the 2 East teams. And then it'll be winner versus winner in the finals. So they're just coming back from commercial break. It's very cool. A lot of, was there 13 or 15 first-time All-Stars this year coming in? So a lot of players getting the opportunity for the first time. And it's really nice to see people like Jack Hughes getting here, because he had such a rough start to his NHL career. Finally able to pick it up this year, and getting selected to come in is such a great honor. So we are back in game action.
20th win in his 24th game this year. That's just tied for the second fastest.
So 5:40 to go here in the first half. Coming in, picked over. Nice steal there. Here's Dylan Larkin. Larkin was once the fastest skater. He comes in on a breakaway. Backhand, and he puts it just wide. And here's Shesterkin stick handling it out of the net. He gets caught. Tries to hook Larkin. Larkin with the backhand, and he gets stopped. That was a bizarre play. Here's Jack Hughes. Tried to feed it back across for Nelson. Nelson's going to get the puck across. Shesterkin was trying to carry the puck out. Long pass. Svechnikov the other way. Fancy little shot, and it's deflected up and over the net. They're going to pick it up. Here's Marner. Marner plays it all the way down.
Back the other way, Nick Suzuki.
Puts it across. Quick shot. Nice stop. Here comes the Metropolitan in the other way. Pass ahead to Panarin. The bread man. Going to carry it in. Back into the slot. Shot. And that's going to go over the net. Back out in front. Here's Panarin again. Feeds it over. There's a goal.
And it's a beauty for Johnny Gaudreau.
Johnny Gaudreau. Johnny Hockey. Going to get one in. Finally gets the Met up on the scoreboard.
Here's the play early on. Larkin does a good job of getting the toe out. Now didn't feel the pressure, but look at the hook.
Oh, that was such a bizarre play. Shesterkin tried to carry it up. But Johnny Gaudreau gets the goal from Antemi Panarin.
Fastest skater last night. That went underneath the arm and then off.
So guys getting a little fancy here, trying to make some plays. But at the end of the day, it's just a simple cross-ice pass, open up the goalie, and tuck it in. Host, I want the real goal light. All right, we'll get you. We'll get the real goal light. Let me bring this over here. I'm going to sit it right down here in front of me.
He wants this one. He started the game.
We'll put it over here. There we go. The actual goal light. Whoops. Look at that. The actual goal light turned on the artificial goal light.
Sidney Crosby -2, Adam Fox -2. Ovechkin got off before the second one.
So we go 4:35 to go. I don't have anywhere to put it down. I don't want to touch anything. There we go. We'll rest it here, even though it's just off camera. Here they come again. Little toe drag in front. Quick shot. What a glove save. Oh, no, it's a goal. Uh-oh. Close your eyes.
A lot of players making plays out here. What a great event.
It is a great event. You're here with your son as well, calling, having a great
Johnny Gaudreau. Another one.
I mean, I can't imagine being. I'm thrilled.
Now we're tied 2-2. Panarin, little toe drag around, sending it in front. The first save was there. The glove made the save, but it just popped out and in and over the line. So Johnny Gaudreau with a 1-2 punch, him and Panarin. Wow, maybe Columbus should look to make a move and pick up Panarin. Or ship Gaudreau out to the Rangers. These two have some chemistry. Hold it on the top of your head. Yeah.
What a year it's been for Jim Montgomery.
Met going to turn around. Stolen by the Atlantic. Here they come. Kucherov going to play it ahead. Back around behind the net. In the corner. Wheeling and dealing, trying to make something happen. Stolen by Crosby. Crosby going to carry this one all the way down the ice. Drops it there for Ovechkin. Ovechkin cycling back around. Feeds Crosby. Crosby over to Dahlin. Dahlin back over to Crosby. Crosby flips it to Ovechkin. Ovechkin tried a little toe drag there. Couldn't put it in. Stolen by Crosby to Ovechkin to Crosby, and he scores. It's too high. There you go. Crosby and Ovechkin teaming up. A little give and go. What a beautiful play. And neither of these ones wanted to be selfish. Ovechkin dropped it to Crosby. Crosby gives it back. It was a little Crosby, Ovechkin back to Crosby, and he goes up and over the tender. What a beautiful, beautiful shot. Little give and go. They had Ullmark beat. Nothing he could do about that one. So it is now 3-2, the Metropolitan. We talked about it minutes ago.
I'm not saying that this bench is running.
You got another spam warning? United. United. Streamlabs doesn't like you. Why does it keep getting you that? That's funny. They're coming again. Hughes trying to dish it in. United, that is so funny. Gonna kick it over in the corner. Gets it out. Finally, they're going to steal it away as if Barkov. Long pass ahead. Here come the Tkachuks. Going to dish it off. Back in front. Little tip in. Nice save there. Rebound. They score. We're tied again. Little brotherly love as the Tkachuks combine. Connect to put another goal in. Now we're getting lots of scoring.
There's a quick look to see who's with him, and Brady didn't get
which one
job of corralling it the first time, but as they both do, all smiles.
This is going to be Brady.
Keep that one alive and goes right between the legs. And there's another
so a really happy dad for Keith Tkachuk up in the press box. The score broke the board. So I want the Atlantic Division to win. Michelle, as do I. I want the Atlantic Division to win as well.
Interesting at the end of their careers to see where the numbers compare.
Little drop back.
Here's Suzuki back on the
Suzuki
ice.
putting it across to Marner. Back to Suzuki going, and that's going to miss.
Didn't miss by much.
That's twice now he's gone that glove side.
In the corner, Marner trying to get open. He's going to squeeze in the corner and pick it up. Feeds it out to the side. Little backhand across. Couldn't connect. Back around, going to drop it off. Here's Marner. Keep it in. Mitchell, he does. Long pass from Larkin, looking for the tip in front. And that's going to be picked up. Now they're going to come the other way. All the way down the ice. 2 likes away from 50 likes. If you haven't hit that like button, give it a click. Thank you so much. Here they come again. Marner stops, pops, going to feed it to the slot. Quick shot. Rebound. And they score. Suzuki's going to put it in. Marner's going to get himself an all-star point and get it on the board. BD Games, what's going on? Welcome in.
Tight play at the line, and Suzuki going back the other way. He was almost going to turn around, and it was able to
nice little play there by Suzuki. Suzuki's going to get this one. Nice to see Marner finally do something. The Leafs traditionally have not done well at the All-Star Game. That's right, 4 goals against the Metro.
There was a day when we'd never think that would happen.
So 4-3 is the score. Kucherov on the ice. I can't stand Kucherov. Here comes Fox. Fox with the puck. He's going to bring it in. Looking for Ovechkin. Can't get the puck over to him. Fox is going to have to go back and pick it up. We got less than 2 minutes to go in the first day. Here they come. Ovechkin dropping it to Crosby. Up the gun. Tried defeating it to Fox. They couldn't connect, but Crosby goes in the corner and picks it up. Crosby with the puck. Going to feed it out to Fox. Looking for Ovechkin in the spot. Over to Crosby. Crosby to Ovi. Ovi circling around. Here's going to come Ovi. He's looking to pass. he's going to carry it in. Now takes a shot that's going to go high and over. Here comes Kucherov. Kuch bringing it down, putting it across to Pastrnak. Pastrnak back to the middle. And a quick shot that just misses.
That is Kucherov and Pastrnak out together as well. Nearly a breakaway pass.
Ovechkin couldn't connect on the breakaway. Here's Dahlin going for the toe drag, and that's broken up. Nice play. Getting it around. The Atlantic still trying to put some pressure in the slot. Quick shot. That's going to be deflected up and out of play. So we are going to get a stoppage and a whistle. Wow. Great play. This game is much more entertaining than it was in the last one. The guys have really come on and been putting on a show here. Thank you, EC3. I'm glad to have you along with everybody hanging out, enjoying some all-star competition. We got less than a minute left to go in the first half. It's 4-3 for the Atlantic.
I don't know who's the hardest, who's the most difficult.
Atlantic with the possession.
But the skill set on
The
these two
Tkachuks right now are the heroes of this game.
makes them lethal.
Putting it back around. It's going to come back to the point. 30 seconds. Cycling around. Going to drop it back to the point.
Seems like it.
I would say Matthew is a little bit more skilled with the between the legs.
20
and some of the
seconds.
passes, and then
Doesn't
Brady's
look
just
like we're going to see any other points by the end of the period. Of course, the scoreboard by FanDuel is a little bit ahead of the feed that we have. Here's Brady putting it across. Can't get the shot off. Going to kick it back. Matthew Tkachuk loses it. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's going to do it for the end of the first half of action. And a great first half of action it was. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Taking a look at the goal scorers in the first half, we got a bunch. Matthew Tkachuk, he opened up the scoring from Barkov. Whoa, and Nick Suzuki threw a jersey over the glass, signed it and threw it over the glass. That was cool. Matt Tkachuk opened the scoring from Barkov and Brady Tkachuk. Then it was Dylan Larkin from Matt Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk. Johnny Gaudreau then got his first from Panarin, and about 20 seconds later, Gaudreau got his second, also from Panarin. We then saw Crosby score from Ovechkin. Then Brady Tkachuk, he gets it from his brother Matt and Alex Barkov. And then Nick Suzuki from Mitch Marner, and Linus Ullmark getting an assist, so he gets in the point category as well. Man, these Tkachuks certainly playing awesome together. Be interesting to see if they ever link up in the NHL, and boy, a nice chemistry there with Barkov. So hey, maybe there's one more Tkachuk to come over to Florida. Wouldn't that be something if Florida could put a trade together to the Senators to bring the other Tkachuk over? Why did they switch the score down below, making it look like the Central lost? So I think they're having some issues with that score, with the scoring system from the first game. It was really a bizarre thing that was happening with the scoreboards. When I look at another score, it does say the Central won 6-4. Let's do this. Let me go back and verify. Yeah, so the Central Division did win 6-4. So is that what it says? 6-4. So they have it reversed. So the Central Division actually won 6-4. So they fixed the scoreboard, except they have it fixed for the wrong team. So yes, the Central Division did win that earlier game and are waiting patiently to take on the winner of this matchup. And this is going to be a battle. The Atlantic Division hanging on right now, but they are battling hard. So we are going to look this week to put out a mid-season review, a little video. We're going to work on putting that together, and then we will be live. We're going to do back-to-back game night action Friday and Saturday as the Maple Leafs take on the Columbus Blue Jackets on Friday, and then again on Saturday. Right now, that's the plan. We're definitely going to do the Friday game. Saturday, potentially, but we might switch it around, but we're looking to see. So that's kind of our schedule, and then we will be off for a couple weeks. We're going to have some other content we'll be posting throughout, but there's a couple of games we're going to be missing, and then we'll be back, of course, towards the end of February. Sam, you need a churro or a Dole Whip. Dallas, I want to try the Dole Whip really, really badly. The last couple times I've been down there, I haven't had a chance to try it. All right, so we're going to get ready to get the second half this up. There's actually confetti. Oh, this isn't good. Confetti falling onto the ice. So something in the crowd they were doing with confetti. There's a bunch of confetti that has fallen on the ice behind one of the goalkeepers. The mascots causing some trouble. Gritty and the Devil, the Islander Dragon, all getting in there causing some trouble. Getting the streamers on the ice. The Dole Whip is so good. Oh, man. There's lots of confetti coming down on the ice. Oh, goodness. And confetti just doesn't, fall quickly. So the ice crew is out trying to sweep up all this confetti as it's coming down behind Vasilevskiy. So Vasilevskiy going to come in, as is Sorokin. So Shesterkin and Ullmark done. Both played well. Host, where's the sound effect? No throwing thing. Oh, yes. Yeah, good call, Triton. Good call. I've been slacking on the sound effects. Where is it? Here we go.
Fans are reminded that the throwing of any objects on the ice is not allowed.
So, they need to be paying better attention to their own rules. But here come the Tkachuks. I think they're going to come on to start this second frame. This is a close one, 4-3. I think we're going to see more goals than 10. What do you guys think? What is your prediction? How many goals are we going to see in total in this game? We saw 10 goals in the last game. You think we're going to get to 15? We're at 7 now. Are they going to double it up? +1? It's the mascots throwing stuff. That's right, Daniel. They're just causing so much trouble. Those mascots. So let's get this game going. Clean up the mess. Get the mascots on the ice to clean it up. All right, so it looks like we're going to get back on the ice here. EC is going to say 9. Dallas is going to go 15. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking probably around 15 as well. 14, 15, the way they were starting to come in. Morgan's going to say 11. So they got a little vacuum up. They were vacuuming the confetti up off the ice. That's something I haven't seen before. Confetti on the ice. All right, so we know we're going to get a goal coming up.
To see them kind of shine in these events.
Awesome. Have fun.
Thank you.
Here we go. Game is back in action. Coming in, quick shot and a nice glove save there early.
20 seconds on Ullmark.
Yeah, was he just justifying those goals for himself?
So they change sides now. Here comes the Atlantic. Walking in, they're going to turn it over. Panarin's going to clear it up ice.
And here comes Johnny looking for a hat trick.
He scores! Goudreau! Johnny Hockey has now become Johnny Hat-Trick. Oh, that was right in the eye.
All-time has 3 goals today.
3 goals, Johnny Hockey. The first player here today to get a hat-trick up on the board. Vasilevskiy just missed it. Glove side. Johnny Hockey goes just underneath. So right away ties this one at 4.
Great timing there and patience. And that's a goal scorer's goal.
7th hat trick.
Shots are close, 8-9. A couple of hats being thrown on the ice. Actually, I think it was only 1 hat. 1 hat.
And here he's laughing. Go, well, we got
He's laughing. That's funny. Goudreau's laughing. 1 hat thrown on the ice, and it was a Columbus Blue Jacket hat. Lucas, how's it going, buddy? Here comes the Atlantic. Trying to thread the needle. Can't get it through. The Met going to pick it up. Going to carry this one down. Finally, they step in.
Mitch Marner doesn't even look like
And it's turned over. They're going to back it up. They're going to slow it down. We got a 4-4 hockey game here. Here's Panarin. Spinning around, going to play it ahead. Is this Kevin Hayes coming in? Takes a quick shot. Nice stop.
And back the other way, it's a breakaway pass. pass and a stop by Vasilevskiy. Dylan Larkin.
Nice shot there. And a great save. Dylan Larkin setting up the play.
Yeah, what a play there, though.
Here they come the other way.
Now he makes the stop.
Triton, thank you so much for the gifted membership. And United Gem, congrats, picking up the membership, the gift. But huge chat hype for our man, AAU Triton. Oh, what a save! Mitch Marner coming in, puts the move on. And Sorokin in the splits. Beautiful save. There's another shot up high, and that one's going to be stopped. Wow. Again, Triton, thank you so much. United will get you set up in the back end in a little bit. Come back and forth, Sidney Crosby. And the Mets now go ahead. Oh, don't look at the light. Crosby, spectacular. So Larkin came in. He had the chance. He had a couple chances. Marner had some chances. And then Crosby the other way. Crosby and Ovechkin. Again, back and forth. Crosby and Ovechkin, these guys just passing it back and forth. Man, it is pretty to watch them play together. 8 minutes left to go. It's 5-4 Met. Wow.
There's a little bit of trash talk going on between, and it's mostly Ovi, I think.
Oh, apparently on the ice, the report coming in, Ovi is talking some trash, which is awesome. Here's Fox, going to drop it from Ovechkin. He takes a shot. He scores! Ovechkin from Fox beats Vasilevskiy. Vasilevskiy not looking good here. He's letting down the Atlantic Division.
It's your competitive fire, and he's going.
Vasilevskiy's a better goaltender than this. Just missed it. Ovechkin from his shot, top of the face-off circle. It hit the bottom of Vasilevskiy's trapper, hit the top of his pad, and just trickled through. Unbelievable. 3 likes away from 60 likes. If you're just coming in, hit that like for me. And of course, if you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Making our way to 46-15. Your eyes are going to fall out if you keep... I know, every time I push it, I look at it too. It's like you'd think I would learn to look away.
It's the eyes wide open, right? They just soaking everything in and not wasting it.
Here they come across again. Jack Hughes trying to get involved. Brock Nelson sends it through. Picked up by Barkov. Barkov going to send this ahead for Brady. Brady goes in the corner, lifts the stick. Nice little play. He's going to bank it off the boards. Back to Brady. Brady trying to feed it all the way back. Can't get it. Now Matthew gets it in to Brady. To Barkov. To Brady across. Oh my God. Shoot the puck. Trying to get too fancy. Too many passes. And Sorokin's going to make that save. Here comes Hughes the other way. Hughes bringing it in. Takes a shot. Vasilevskiy made a stop, ladies and gentlemen. Vasilevskiy made a stop. Oh, he made another stop. Breaking news. Vasilevskiy 3 saves in a row.
Remember those chirps. Remember those 2 saves for Vasilevskiy there to keep it a 2-goal game.
United, it's okay, bud.
Atlantic a chance to stay in this one.
He's doing a great job. He's doing everything that we've asked him to do. Coming in front, Marner feeds it across, and they score. Tkachuk. I'm not playing that light this time. I'll play this light.
You don't chirp a Vezina winner and a Stanley Cup
great play. Man, the goal scoring is just flowing in. Nice save, and it's Marner who feeds it across. So Marner going to get his 2nd assist here in this game. Starring Mitch Marner as Don Johnson. Sid, did you see that last night? That white suit? My goodness. So it's 6-5. We got 6 minutes left to go. It's still anybody's hockey game. We're up over 11. We're at 11 goals.
Now Kucherov's got it.
10 was the last game.
Marner and Larkin.
Marner carrying it around, trying to feed it over. Larkin gotten too close. Marner going to pitch it over to him again, but it's stolen. Hayes gets it to Gaudreau. Gaudreau going to slide it back across. This is Panarin coming in. Stolen. Going to feed it up. Is that Marner? Here's Marner coming over the line. Marner feeds it over to Kuch. Kucherov somehow finds a way to put that in, and he's going to tie this game. So that should be Marner's third assist.
That one went in. You talk about a tough angle with no speed at all.
So with 5.5 to go, we're at 12 total goals. They are tied 6 apiece. Unbelievable. So we'll see when it comes in to confirm that Marner got the assist there. But wow. This game has so much more energy than the first game. Of course, the Central actually won, even though at the bottom of the screen it shows the Pacific 6-4. It was actually the Central that won 6-4. And man, what a game. This game is way better. And I'm shocked because usually the West Coast games have a ton more speed and skill, and the East Coast teams are a lot more gritty. And boy, have these guys come out to play. Now, if you remember back in the day, Ron Hextall and Felix Potvin, they got into it. They mixed it up. Well, we posted a short to relive that on Thursday. So if you haven't seen it, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the goaltenders, Felix Potvin for Toronto, Ron Hextall for the Flyers, they got into it. We posted a little short. Go open it in another browser, give it a look, check it out, or watch it later. It was always a classic tilt. We also are going to be posting probably some point tomorrow the little scrap that Wayne Simmons got in the other day. That was a doozy. So against Boston. So we'll have that one coming out soon. So if you missed that scrap, you can definitely check it out. Thank you, new subscriber coming in. Let me update that number. We are moving on up. 2 subs away. Addo coming in. Thank you very much for the subscribe. We are 2 subscribers away from getting to 4615. T, how's it going? Welcome in, T. Good to see ya. EC3 in the experience. I don't know, T. I don't know why Streamlabs deleted you. So I'm going to have to turn that feature off because looks like Streamlabs is going crazy. So don't worry about spamming the symbols. That's a Streamlabs thing, and it's doing it a little too much. So we're gonna have to turn that off for now because we don't want Streamlabs timing out anyone. T, you did nothing wrong at all. And welcome in, by the way. Just out snowboarding. Awesome. Oh, it only timed you out for a second. Okay. Your whole body hurts. I can imagine. I haven't gone snowboarding ever in life. But it is a full body sport. All right, 6-6, 5.5 to go.
There's no question. And here is the grade 8 looking for
Ovechkin going to turn that over. Here comes Pasta. Coming up. Taking a look. Who's with him? Little flip pass to himself. Now he's going to send it back. Everybody misses it. Crosby's going in. Vasilevskiy comes out to play it.
Connect on the pass for Pastrnak.
Here comes Dahlin.
Rasmus Dahlin.
And he carried around behind the net. Taking a look. Passes it to nowhere. This is going to come out. Dahlin's going to get it back. They're going to have to regroup. He's going to spin away. Now he's going to play it up. Taking the shot. Dahlin, that's going to go high. But they pick up the rebound. The Atlantic still has possession. Deacon, how's it going? 6-6 is the score. The Atlantic continues to put pressure. 4.5 to go. Little backhanded pass. Pastrnak stops, pops, turns the other way. Pastrnak attacking, sending it across. They score! The Atlantic is going to go ahead as the Montreal Canadiens Suzuki is going to put the goal up. Marner giving some celebration on the bench.
That little bit of taunting by Ovechkin after that beautiful goal that they got. It's been 3 straight.
Marner bagging Deacon. Marner has not scored, but he's got 3 assists on the night.
2-minute shift, and they're on the doorstep.
So Marner making an impact, setting up some plays.
Going the other way. That time he was
So Nick Suzuki, the youngest captain in Canadiens history, he's going to put one in here from David Pastrnak.
Nick Suzuki, the second Montreal Canadian.
So it looks like the Kucherov line is going to continue here.
Consecutive or back-to-back All-Star games.
Coming, picked up, quick shot, rebound. Sorry, not the, I was looking at the number for the wrong team. The Jack Hughes line coming on here for the Metro. The Atlantic, it's the Barkov and the Tkachuks. Brady going to pass it back. Here they come. Setting it up. Tkachuk. Rolling it through. Going 5-hole. They don't know where it is. It was stopped on the line. No goal. 3.5. Here comes the Met. Now we got, is that Hughes? Hughes sending it back into the slot. Nelson feeding it across. Svechnikov looks really good. It's turned over. Here's a breakaway play. Here comes the Atlantic on a breakaway. Scores! A little slapper from the hash marks. And Barkov is going to put in his second. Or sorry, excuse me. It was Tkachuk. Why did I think that was Barkov? Tkachuk. And that's going to be a hat trick goal for Tage. So hard to read these numbers when it goes so fast by you. So Matthew Tkachuk picks up his hat trick. So Johnny Gaudreau's got a hat trick. Matt Tkachuk has a hat trick. And Keith Tkachuk is dancing a jig up in the box as his boys are lighting up the points. Barkov his 3rd assist. Brady Tkachuk his 3rd assist. The Panther fans are going bananas that one of their own has got the hat trick goal. No hats coming on the ice? Johnny Hockey got one. Nobody wants to give up the Panther hats. Here's Marner. Marner spinning around. He's going to dish this one off, kind of set a pick. Kucherov. Turning around the other way. You got nobody there. Stolen. Here comes Gaudreau. Johnny Gaudreau looking to pass it off. Kind of fumbled it in his feet. It's going to be cleared ahead from Marner. Here comes Dylan Larkin. Larkin bringing this up. Trying to feed it towards the net. Takes a shot. It goes wide. Picking up his own rebound. Takes another shot. That's going to go to the corner. Marner's going to get there. Can't get the puck. Gets it in front. Mitch Marner takes a shot. Nice stop there. Sorokin makes the stop. Here comes Panarin. Panarin with 2.5. Panarin takes a shot. And that's going to be stopped and turned to the side. Goaltender's going to drop down to it. Vasilevskiy tried to hold it, but it gets played ahead. Here comes Marner. Marner going to carry it ahead. Little stick move, getting through. Drop between the legs. They take the shot. It gets blocked. Here's a break the other way. Is that Panarin? Panarin, Vasilevskiy. Who's going to win? Vasilevskiy stones him. Here's Larkin. Long pass. Tried to hit Marner. Here comes the Metropolitan. It's Crosby. Crosby going to bring this in, being watched by Marner. Crosby carrying it all the way around. Empty net for the Metropolitan. Quick shot and a one-timer from Ovechkin. On the go is CeeLo. What's going on, buddy? Here comes the Met again. Side. Back. Crosby. Over to Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes. Playing it to the point. Ovechkin. Back to Fox. Fox. Ovi. Crosby. And Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes must be loving this. Coming across, trying to get the paddle down. Vasilevskiy tips it, but they can't get it out. Back over to Ovechkin. Trying to go backdoor for Crosby. He can't put it in, but he maintains the puck. Tries to pass it out. The Atlantic trying to chip it by. It's an empty net for Dylan Larkin. Larkin's going to score. That's going to seal the deal for the Atlantic. There we go, Atlantic. 9-6. Atlantic. Yes. CeeLo, UC Saros was incredible in the first game. He was awesome.
Kevin talked about the good sticks, a couple of great ones there.
So a nice little play. That's going to seal the deal for the Atlantic. 1 minute left to go. Down by 3. Hey, anything is possible. Ovechkin going to put it across. Crosby with the tip in front. Can't put it in. Here comes the Atlantic again, all the way down the ice. Little feed across, little bump back. Quick shot. Nice stop.
Mitch Marner with the Blades of Steel celebration after that last goal, if you remember, for all you Nintendo fans.
The Blades of Steel celebration. That's awesome. Ovechkin right in the slot. Has a stick lifted by David Pastrnak. What a punk. And Ovechkin's going to throw his stick. And he scores. Pastrnak. Ovechkin was wide open in the slot. And as he was about to shoot it, David Pastrnak lifted the stick, stole the puck, rushed down the ice, and Ovechkin throws his stick. That is awesome.
Metropolitan division is quite a bit higher than the others. 28.1 Atlantic.
I can't believe Ovechkin threw his stick.
Well, the old vets kind of got things going.
That's awesome.
Like they had the young guys.
So what a showing here by the Atlantic. That's going to be the final with 10 seconds to go. 10-6 is going to be the final. So we're going to get things, give me a moment. We're going to get things set up for game number 3. So we're going to switch this here. Come on. Clickety click. So this is going to get switched to game 3. And we got to get this switched up. What a game. What 2 games we had. I'll go through all the goal scorers in a moment. I just have to get this last. Oh, they haven't added it here. Well, hopefully they do. All right, so we'll see. We'll get that coming up momentarily. We'll have to update the FanDuel screen once that gets updated. So the total here is 10-6. Here are all the goal scorers. Let me put this down here and bring this back up. Oh, I got to go back. Sorry, trying to switch all these games over. Just, you know, Central was watching that somewhere. Oh, guaranteed, for sure they were. So here are your goal scorers. In the first half, it was Matt Tkachuk from Barkov and Brady Tkachuk. Then it was Dylan Larkin from Matt Tkachuk and Brady Tkachuk. Then it was Gaudreau from Panarin, twice Gaudreau from Panarin. Then it was Sidney Crosby from Alex Ovechkin. Then Brady Tkachuk from Matt Tkachuk and Aleksander Barkov. Then Nick Suzuki from Mitch Marner and Linus Ullmark. Then in the second half, it was Johnny Gaudreau gets his 3rd from Panarin. So we got a hat trick there for Johnny Hockey. Then it was Crosby from Ovechkin. Ovechkin then gets his from Fox and Crosby. Matt Tkachuk with his 2nd from Marner and Larkin. Kucherov from Marner. Then it was Suzuki from Pastrnak and Dahlin. Then Matt Tkachuk gets his 3rd from Barkov and Brady Tkachuk. Then Dylan Larkin on the empty net unassisted. And then David Pastrnak right at the end. Overall, 23 shots for the Atlantic, 21 for the Metro. Metro won 12 faceoffs to the 8 from the Atlantic. And it was just a crazy, crazy play. Metro is actually registered for blocking 3 shots, which is just wild, just incredible. So we now have our final. It is going to be the Atlantic. The Atlantic taking on the Central. And the Central was just awesome. Saros got credit with the win. So can Saros maintain his composure and stone the Atlantic? We'll have to wait and see. So, of course, let me see. Are there any other detailed stats we can bring up here? I don't believe so. So we're going to get this switched over to the final. I'm still going to watch and see if when the final game gets set up for that on ice, we'll be able to link that in as well, because that will be an important piece. Let's just take a look, see if they've updated it yet. No. Yes, Atlantic versus Central. Thank you kindly. So I'm just going to switch back to the game. Actually, you know what I can do? I can leave you guys here. I can hop over here. Can do all this. So what are your thoughts on this All-Star game so far? I think it's been pretty exciting. It's been enjoyable to watch. These guys have been playing well. That game was certainly better than the first game. I hope this game is going to be even better than the previous one, because these guys just brought it, right? They just brought the energy in that game. The Atlantic and the Metro was really impressed by how they did. So a couple of things to talk about is they're going to have a rest, get things situated, and there's going to be a performance going on. Daniel loves it so far. Yes, Circus says it was fun. It was pretty good. It was pretty enjoyable. Couple of things. We were talking about some of the statistics in the last kind of split between the games and some of the crazy numbers. I thought this time around we kind of switched gears a little bit, and I want to go into some of the team stats, because we didn't really talk about the team stats too much, and I think that's important to look at since we're at the halfway point. Let's welcome our guests back to the panel. Maybe there we go. He's Triton is wearing his exclusive 1-of-1 Samuel B mask. That is so funny. Every time I see that, it creeps me out more and more. All right, Lucas, we'll see you a little bit later, buddy. And because now it's actually like forming to your face, so it's like it's
It
just
is
so
a one
creepy.
of a kind. I don't think anybody else has one.
No, it is legit one of a kind. No others exist on this planet. So that game was more of what we expected from an all-star presentation. 16 goals. We kind of predicted 14, 15, 16. It was fun. That was a fun one. And we got our Leaf Marner, 3 assists. He's moving on to the finals. Hopefully he'll get a goal. I always like to see the Leafs get some points.
And I
Usually
got my
they do
glass of
terrible.
Pog juice.
Got your Pog juice. I got my invisible water. Oh, nice a long drink. So looking at the team stats, who would you guess? Just take a random guess. Who do you think is the team that scores the most goals per game? And in the chat too, you can guess who you think scores the most goals per game. Don't Google it. I'm just curious to see. So put your guess in the chat. Excuse
So
me.
you said don't Google it. So if I have an Amazon, I could do that because that's not Google, right?
So
Don't Siri it either.
Yeah, that's right. Don't technology it.
Oh, that leaves me out.
So, oh my gosh. Sorry. So many messages.
I didn't even try and see if I could get these games, but I doubt I can, but I just been watching Star Trek.
This you probably could get because this is broadcast all over the place. So you probably can get this one. Matt's going to guess Buffalo. Buffalo, good pick, Matt. Buffalo is actually 3rd on the list. So Buffalo sits 3rd on most goals per game. So that's a really good guess. Actually, I should take that back. Buffalo is technically, they're 3rd on the list, but they're tied for number 1. So Matt, I will give that one to you because they're tied. It's a 3-way tie for the lead. Daniel, you're in there too. It's Boston, Buffalo, and there's one more team tied at
Tampa.
3.7 goals per game.
Tampa?
Tampa, you're so close. Tampa's tied for the next spot, one behind. They're at 3.6. So that's a really good guess. It's the Edmonton Oilers. So McDavid and Draisaitl.
I thought you were going to say the Predators.
Oh God, no. So the Oilers, the Sabres, and the Bruins all tied at 3.7. The Tampa Bay Lightning and the surprise Seattle Kraken tied at 3.6. So they're kind of the team that scores the most. Now, I will give you a hint. Who do you think takes the most shots per game? And it is not any of those teams mentioned above. So the most shots per game.
The Leafs?
Yeah. Are they even on here? The Leafs are not on the list. Good guess, though. I was actually surprised when I saw this.
That better not be the Predators. Although they might take the most shots, they just can't score.
It is not the Predators. With an average of 35.7 shots per game, it is the Florida Panthers.
Oh, wow. Your second team.
The Florida Panthers, that's right. Hurricanes, great guess. Prime Gaming, great guess. They're in third at 35 points per game. Matt, how's it going? The All-Star Game started at 3 o'clock. It was the Central that won the first game. The Atlantic just won the second game. And right now there's a performance by Fall Out Boy taking place. And then we're going to have the finals coming up right after this.
Wait, Fallout Boy, is that from the game Fallout?
No.
Oh, you had to think about that one, didn't you?
I did. I was like, well, because, you know, sometimes they put real music in the game. So I'm like, are they in there?
Okay, so I got to ask you a question. The whole chat is wondering.
Yes.
Have you done all your quests for your Disney Dreamland characters yet before the update comes out next week?
Not even close. Not even close. You know, it was funny. I was sitting there today. So we had hockey practice at 7:50 this morning, and it was ridiculously cold. After practice, we came home, did a couple things, and I was like, you know what? I could play some Disney right now. And then I was like, maybe I want to play some Batman. And then I was like, you know what? I don't even know what to play. And then one of the boys was like, I want to play. So they took over. But I am very excited.
Well,
very excited.
Not My Circus has got hers done.
I know. I'm such a slacker. But I am waiting for in a couple of days the Hogwarts Legacy or whatever it's called comes out.
I know. I was going to get that, but it's like a $70-$80 game.
I know, and I'm torn because it's an open world Harry Potter game, and it looks so cool. But I'm wondering, is it one of those games like Elder Scrolls where it's just so big and you can do so much that I get tired of playing it so fast? And like with Batman, with Arkham Knights, I got the deluxe edition. It was like ridiculously expensive. And
I gave up on that game.
So did I, and I'm mad. I shouldn't have paid all that extra money.
I'm at the spot where you got to drive the car on the roof. So it's basically towards the beginning of the game.
Right.
And I can't get past driving the car through the roof maze.
Oh, it was tough. But no, this is the sequel to that one.
Oh.
And it was so much money, and the boys play it, they love it. But I'm like, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I want to get
with everything
Hogwarts
right now, I don't know if I could justify an $80 game.
Yeah. When I have so much us to play.
Right?
So we'll see. Oh, I love the song they're playing.
Why don't you sing it for us?
No. So light them up, light them up, light them up, you're on fire.
Considering you, unless I missed it, you haven't done a shimmy for 30 likes.
It's the All-Star Game. We're here to watch real people put on the skills. I don't qualify at the All-Star level as of yet. This is actually pretty cool. They got a big performance. They got fire going off behind them and all this stuff. I love when they bring these big musical guests on. I don't remember if it was the last All-Star game. Maybe it was one before. This is much better than Hardy singing at the Royal Rumble. Yeah, that is true, CeeLo. They had Green Day a couple years ago. Don't get a copyright strike. Yeah, no kidding. Trust me, if they were to copyright my singing, I'd feel honored.
Oh, trust me, Sam has been in some music videos. Trust me.
Yeah. So they had Green Day one time singing, and they put on an awesome performance. And right at the end, they just started swearing like Green Day does. They were Green Day. And I was like, oh, on national television, that's how you have to end such a wicked performance. It was almost as good as several years ago. Def Leppard came out to perform, and they had the Stanley Cup turned upside down. So they had it sitting upside down on the stage. And I was like, oh. So
right, see, now my circus agrees. She'll never hear "Let It Go" the same way again.
I don't worry, I'll have a special rendition of "Let It Go" coming up in a couple weeks' time. If my plan works out the way I hope it does. Oh, now they're playing Centuries.
Good thing Sam doesn't know how to do face change like I do. Otherwise, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Now they're playing Centuries, which is such a great song too.
I have no clue. I'm from like the Elvis, Beatles, Beach Boy era.
Oh, these guys are awesome. They are really, really good. I'm a rock guy, and they're not hard rock by any means, but they're like just solid rock. I really like them. What do you think of Arizona's future? Prime, I have a feeling the Arizona Coyotes are going to have a pretty decent future, maybe not on the ice, but the NHL is doing everything in their power to make sure that franchise succeeds. So in the coming years, they're going to have an All-Star game. They're going to have a draft taking place there. They are in the running for Connor Bedard. So don't be surprised if Connor Bedard doesn't end up going to Arizona, which would turn that franchise around big time. So I think they're going to be in it for the long run. Green Day was 2020. Thank you, Daniel.
What do you think of, since we have a friend in the chat, what do you think about the Predators' future?
Well, I'll tell you what, the Predators have a couple of good players that are going to lead the way. UC Saros, the goaltender for the Preds, he's playing at a different level right now. And I think it's because of him, Nashville is doing what they're doing. Listen, they've played 48 games. They have 24 wins, 54 points. They're currently sitting in 10th spot. So they have a couple of teams to jump to get into the playoffs. They're about 3 points back. So it is possible, but look who they have to catch. They have to catch the Calgary Flames and the Colorado Avalanche. That is going to be very difficult. Minnesota, they're having a great run. Listen, they're within striking distance as well. So are the Oilers. But Nashville needs to get hot and hot fast. Also, chomping right behind Nashville is St. Louis. St. Louis, they're about 5 points back. And if they get hot and Nashville doesn't, anything can happen. So Nashville's going to have a tough time to get into the playoffs. I think they have to make a decision real quick. Are they buyers or sellers? Are they going to look to do something at the trade deadline to improve and try and get in the playoffs this year? Or are they going to maybe sell some assets and say, hey, let's see if we can get a little bit better for next year? All right, so their performance has wrapped up. They're going to head off the ice. They're going to kind of clear all the equipment and everything off, and then we're going to get ready for game number 3 coming up in just a few minutes. The NHL will rig the draft lottery to make Arizona gets Bedard. So Matt, so I I kind of agree with you. I've thought this for a little while now. And unfortunately, my mind is tainted because I've thought about it. That draft lottery could be 100% legit. If that ping pong ball comes up for Arizona, my heart of hearts is going to say it was rigged. It was fixed. Arizona cannot win that draft lottery legitimately and anybody think it was legitimate. It's always going to be questioned. The league doesn't want Chicago to get it because of all the controversies Chicago's been through. So I would be shocked if Chicago came away with it. Anaheim wouldn't be bad. I'd like to see Anaheim come away with it. Imagine Bedard playing with Terry and Zegras. Like, that would be ridiculous. So I'd be very happy with that. But I think the league really wants Arizona to get there. And Anaheim is 1 point behind Arizona. The Chicago Blackhawks are 4 points behind Arizona. So it's kind of the battle of the tankers, right? Who is going to throw more games to lose to try and stay at that bottom. So it's going to be interesting to see. And by the way, I hate teams that say, hey, I want to just quit. I want to lose games so we can get closer to that pick. I do not like that at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with that. If you're a team, you should be playing your best to win. Period. Even if you're going to lose the season, you still go out and give it your all.
That's right. Yeah, you're right. Columbus is right there as well towards the bottom. Columbus was not supposed to be as bad as they are with Johnny Gaudreau coming there and Line. Like, you would expect Columbus to be doing better. But they are right there at the bottom of the well. So that would be interesting as well to see if they're tied with Chicago. So that could be a possibility. The sports guy, what's going on? That was a bad game. I didn't mind it. I actually liked the Atlantic Metropolitan game. The first game I thought was a little lackluster. Left a lot to be desired. KC, what's going on? Every game is a Stanley Cup. Don't forget that. That's right. Like, that's what it's all about, right? We're playing towards the Stanley Cup. And even though you might not be doing well this year, you need to rebuild your team. You can't just tank.
I mean, do you tell your boys when, they're losing for the season and their team's not going to win for the season, oh, it's okay to just slack off and lose?
Yeah, that's for sure. That sporty guy, if you're interested in becoming a mod, you can send me a DM on Instagram. Our mod team is full right now. But we look at people who are hanging out with us a long time, supporters of the channel, get to know us a little bit, and people we can trust. So if you're interested, drop me a line. We'll add your name to the list. And when we eventually are looking for new mods, we'll consider to see who are the people on that list. So thank you for your interest in asking. Even when I played road hockey, it was for the Stanley Cup. That's funny you say that, because when we were kids, and we would go out on the ice, out on the driveway or the road, it was, we were Gretzky, we were Gilmore, we were Sunday, whoever we were, and you played hard. You did not quit. So now I'm embarrassed. No, don't be embarrassed. You don't have Instagram? Well, drop me an email if you want. Then you can drop me an email and we'll add your name to the list. So yeah, ball hockey was so much fun. We loved doing that back in the day. It was always a good time.
Well, I know you said they're wrapping things up, right?
Well, they're talking with Gary Bettman right now, who's the commissioner of the league. Let me just, I want to turn up the other volume. Hang on 1 second. Actually, I can do this. Got that muted. There we go. I want to hear what Gary is talking about.
I was just curious, with all this so-called snow you've had, when's the next Snow Angel video?
So we've been thinking about it, but it's just been so darn cold.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me.
Yeah. You know what? Let me bring Gary Bettman into the conversation. Let's listen to this interview.
Our players do overwhelmingly. They buy into and support the social causes that are important, and we use our platforms to do that. Don't let a handful of players undo the great progress that has been made.
Super important, because I would hate to see
So it's
you
Gary
go back
Bettman
into
and
your
Ron
offices and say,
McLean.
you know what? Corporate advocacy is not for us.
Oh, no. Yeah, but you have to respect it, and it's easy, as I said, to pinpoint a handful of people. When you look at the body of work, it's pretty good.
One other serious one is the NHL connection to the World Junior Team, Canada's team in 2018, and Bill said that we are substantially closer to the report. Maybe just elaborate on where we're at, who you're waiting on, and what you will do.
I stay away. I'm not going to see the report until it's done. All I get is progress reports. There's information that needs to continue to be gathered and evaluated. I believe there are some more interviews that have to be done. And when they finish the work and there's a report done, then I'll see it, and then I'll make a judgment as to what, if anything, has to be done as a result of what we learned from the report. And there are other investigations that have been going on.
So they're talking about the
for far longer
controversy
than
that was
ours.
going on with
This
Hockey
is serious
Canada.
stuff, and that's how we're treating it.
But it'll fall on you to...
Ultimately, I'm going to have to make a decision.
Okay, good. Ottawa. Bring us up to speed on Ottawa.
Lots and lots of interest. They opened the due diligence room, so the multitude of interested parties have a chance to look at the data. At some point, my guess is in the next few weeks, the investment banker that's handling this process will look for preliminary bids and start culling down the interest that's there to a smaller number. But I think the one thing that everybody should be clear about, this is about a purchase of the Senators to keep them in Ottawa. They're not going anywhere, anticipating your next question.
Except maybe downtown.
Well, that's yes, duly corrected, and that'll be great.
Okay, we're down to a minute. I don't even know where to begin. You had a conversation, obviously, with Connor McDavid about his idea of a 10-minute overtime versus going to the shootout after 5. Maybe Sidney Crosby's 1 versus 8. Where would you like to take sort of the things that we can do to tweak?
Good question.
I'm not sure we need to tweak. I love getting feedback from the players. I'm not going to disclose any of the conversations I had because that wouldn't be appropriate. We have a competition committee. The general managers are very focused on the competition committee, as you know, or players. I think the game's in great shape. Maybe we don't need to try and fix a problem that doesn't exist, but as importantly, we're always looking for feedback, and it's always good to have the discussions.
Battle of Alberta only happened 3 times, so would you look at the schedule and say, we got to go to 84 games? I want you to go to 70. I don't know if that's ever...
Well, then you're going to have less rivalries and less battle. One of the things that our fans have made clear, they want to see every team in every building at least once. How would you feel? The Battle of Alberta, more games. Well, what if Montreal and Toronto don't go? Well, okay,
what you would do is within the conference, just have fewer games against the other division so that you get the 4 battle.
But then you got to deal with the wild card. I mean, it's not that
very
simple.
interesting conversation with Gary Bettman. Ron McLean asking the
Prince
question.
Edward Island would love to host the
At the gentleman, he was actually in Boston with me at the Winter Classic. Great place. I've been there on vacation.
That's hopeful.
All right, so talking about Prince Edward Island would love to host an event. So that's where he was talking about. It's a beautiful, beautiful area out east in Canada. One of the other things they were talking about, Connor McDavid suggested a 10-minute overtime before going to a shootout instead of a 5-minute overtime. I really like that. That's interesting. The other component Sidney Crosby brought up was going back to the 1 versus 8, the playoff structure, which I would love, and I think a lot of people would like that. I really did not like Gary Bettman's answer. It looks like we're lagging.
Yeah, it looks like I was going to just tell you, it looks like we're in a loop.
There we go. Should be back. Hang on 1 second.
I tried to refresh first before I said something.
Yeah, no problem. Looks like YouTube is having an error, so hopefully this comes back. All right, let's see.
No, I just refreshed. Yeah, maybe no. I refreshed and it's still getting the circle.
Yeah, I think YouTube is being glitchy right now.
All right, I'm taking Dad
Let's see. Come on, YouTube. Let's go. No data being transmitted. This is not good. Come on, YouTube. YouTube. Hello. Hello. Knock, knock. Oh, yeah, it's black screen.
Yeah, it's something with
go.
yours.
All right. No.
You got it?
No.
Yeah, because I just brought up your partner channel, and theirs is fine, so.
Yeah, it's YouTube. Something's going on.
It must be the Canadian version of YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. God, this is ridiculous.
Hope you can fix it.
All right, looks like it's trying to come back. Hit that refresh if you can. We should be coming back now. Hopefully we are back. Make sure your YouTube, your feed is on live, that you have the little live red button clicked. Because of that delay, it probably slowed things down and put you out of sync. But we should be back. We should be okay.
Okay.
All right, so we're going strong here. We got game number 3 coming on momentarily. It looks like everybody got dropped out.
Who's playing in 3?
Who's playing in 3? Oh, game number 3.
Yeah.
So it is going to be the Central Division, who won the game 1, versus the Atlantic Division, who just won this last game.
Oh, okay. So now, and then whoever wins, it takes the All-Star.
That's correct. Whoever wins this match. I'm going to switch it back over to the game screen.
All right,
Triton, thanks for hanging out.
Chat.
Appreciate it. Let's get to that game screen. There we go. Something went wrong. Yeah, thanks. Let's refresh that. That's going to come up. All right, we are about to start. Now, if you missed it, if you did not hear it earlier, there was breaking news. Big time breaking news. The next year's All-Star Game is coming to Toronto. That's right, it is going to be played in Toronto, and I could not be happier. This is going to be an awesome, awesome opportunity for Toronto to host some pretty darn good games. So I gotta adjust my lights here as it's getting dark. All right, so they're taking some warm-ups for the goaltenders, and then we'll be able to get game number 3 underway. 3 of 3. Marner rocks. KC, I cannot disagree. So do me a favor, if you're still here, hit that share button, share it out for the last game. Facebook, Instagram, Discord, whatever you got, hit that share and help us get everyone back in here. Gator Ghost, what's going on? I don't think I said hello to you today. So good to see you. Hope you're having a great weekend. Hope everybody's having a good weekend, staying warm. So this game is for everything. We're going to bring we'll bring the sound up when the game gets going. It's going to be starting momentarily. Here we go. We're ready to drop that puck. And actually, I need my lineup card here. And already, right off the bat, we got some action. Let's get the sound up for you as well.
A little bit of miscommunication there off the opening face-off. Barkov thought he was winning it over.
All right, so we are back in action. This game just underway. Ullmark versus Hellebuck to start it off. Here it comes to Tkachuk. Gonna bring it down. Trying to flip it across. Nice stop. That's gonna go just wide. Barkov, he's gonna wrap around and put that one in. So the Atlantic is gonna kick it off.
Well, there's what Kevin talked about.
There we
earlier,
go.
that goaltenders
Barkov
aren't used to
for the
guys
Panthers.
taking
Oh my God, I hit the
aggressive
button
plays from
again.
behind. Everybody's looking to thread a beautiful pass and a smart play by Tkachuk.
Let's refresh the scoreboard here.
By Saros, that's typically his.
Oh, so Saros is actually getting the start. So this lineup sheet is incorrect. So Saros getting the start here, reversed from the last game.
Those two playing mini sticks in Sidney Crosby's first ever All-Star game.
That's right, they're talking about the Tkachuk's playing mini sticks in the locker room with Sidney Crosby at one of his All-Star games, and they were little tinies. I can prep. What's going on? Welcome in. We are in the finals, the Atlantic versus Central Divisions. You see Saros in net. Gonna go in the corner. Kaprizov gives it away. Larkin comes in. He kind of fans on it. Coming back across. Quick shot. Saros. 1 save, 2 saves. And they're going to fish it out. Here they come the other way. Josh Morrissey going to lead the way. Centering it across. Quick shot. Nice stop there.
Ullmark made the save. He had no idea.
So Ullmark getting the start, so he is the starter, but the central flip-flops that Saros going to start. Hellebach is going to come in to close. Kaprizov, he's going to turn this one away. Here they come in. Quick shot. Saros makes the save. Nice play there, Nick Suzuki. Coming around. Looks like, is that... Can't see. Is that Kucherov? In the corner. It's going to be kicked out.
Same color helmets too.
They're going to bring it down the ice. Here comes the central. 2-on-1. Pass across. Jones has that roll off his stick. He picks it up, feeds it in the high slot. And that's going to be turned over. Here's a pass for Pastrnak. I think. Saros makes the save. Long pass. Here's a 2-on-1 the other side. Going to come back from Jones. Going backhand and a nice stop.
Great stop by
Good.
He saves in his half of work. 6 shots faced. Brady Tkachuk off the bench, and he.
Tkachuk going to take a shot. That's going to be stopped.
Brady's got it again.
So they haven't got this scoreboard updated yet. It is 1-0 for the Atlantic. The Atlantic going to bump it in. Here they come. Tkachuk. Little toe drag. Tries to feed it across. Can't get there. Going to come across. Quick shot. That's going to be stopped into the boards. The central going to pick it up. Kadri's going to send it away. Turns it over. Here's a breakaway coming in backhand. Saros with the glove. Great play. Welcome back in, everybody. Appreciate it. Here's Kyle McCarr. McCarr's going to play it ahead. Here's Rantanen. Rantanen going to bring it in. Quick shot. Ullmark's going to make the stop. He's going to hang on to it. Now he's going to drop it into his stick. Ullmark going to play that one ahead. Tkachuk starting to carry it up.
Not flashy, but he's highly skilled.
And now 14 points away from
quick shot by Marner. Saros is going to grab that. He's going to hold it down. The officials aren't blowing the whistles. Coming the other way. McKinnon. No goal off the pipe. Off the crossbar. Here they come back the other way. Kucherov to Mitchell. Mitchell to Kucherov. What a goal. Cooch. The Cooch, who we can't stand. But a Marner gets another assist. Mitch Marner setting up the Cooch. How was that McKinnon not a goal? Marner slides it over and a beauty little tip in. There we go. 2-0 Atlantic here in the first half of the first half.
Want to bet that even though summer's over for sports
great play. Thanks for hanging out today. A lot of you have been here all afternoon. We appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. Marner rocks. Marner has been spectacular. Coming up later this week on the channel, we're going to have can't decide if we're going to do it live or if it's going to be a video. We're going to have a mid-season review. So we're going to have a midseason review of everything that's been going on. And then we'll be live on Friday with the Leafs and the Columbus Blue Jackets. So that will be Friday. We will have a game on Saturday. It's a head-to-head with Columbus, so we might do the second half of that game. We might look to pick up somebody else, so we'll have to wait and see. And then we're going to be off for a little bit. We're going to be off from doing Leaf games for a couple weeks. We're going to still have content coming up. You'll have to see what we put out. And then, of course, we'll be back towards the end of February and then going strong through the rest of the season. So this has been a good start for the Atlantic. The Atlantic picking up where they left off in the last game. They really dominated. They got 7 shots on net so far, and it's UC Saros that's been shutting the door. Good old blue and white coming through again. So my guess, my gut tells me the way the few minutes have been is that the Atlantic is going to be the team to beat here. They got this. They're going to continue to put the pressure. It'll be good to see. And it's been a good All-Star game, a good All-Star break. There it is. Silos, are you throwing in the towel already? Saros has been solid. He's been really doing an excellent job. 7 shots, and the couple goals he let in, those were tough plays. So we got 5:55 to go in the first half.
Nobody's going to argue with.
They're getting ready to drop the puck.
Tage Thompson, what a spectacular year he deserved to be.
So a lot of injured guys aren't able to be here today and play. It's unfortunate.
And the way he's going,
but impressed nonetheless that the guys that are here are putting on a good show. All right, here we go. Puck is back in play. Game is on. Marner. Kaprizov was watching Marner. Kaprizov back to pick it up. Marner watching him now. Left there. Kaprizov starting back the other way. Marner staying on him. Long pass ahead. Josh Morrissey. One of the most underrated players. We've said that a few times. Glad to see him here. Comes to Kucherov. Kucherov's going to play it out. Kind of a lazy pass. Kucherov going to get it. He's got Marner breaking towards the net. Back to Marner. Can't get on the pass. Here comes the central. Oh, Marner with a defensive play. Bond, yeah, it has been good games so far. Coming in front. Little backhand. Saros with a glove save. John, how's it going? Welcome in. Jason Robertson back to pick it up. Robertson off the boards. Going to play it back. Misses everybody. This is going to roll down. Again, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. If you're just coming in, make sure to hit that like. And, of course, hit that subscribe. Here's a turnover. A breakaway. Coming in for the Atlantic. Rebound. Saros. Coming up big again. Long pass by Seth Jones in the neutral zone. Here comes the central. Central stepping in. Atlantic playing some defense here. Shocked. Gonna play it down deep. Tarasenko in the corner. Trying to put it in the front. He does. Coming right out. Jones. Nice stop there. Ullmark looking sharp. Pastrnak has the puck, going to play it aside. Look out. Nice play there by Tarasenko. Picked up. Dahlin carrying it down. He's going to drop it back. Pasta getting into the slot. Going to pass it off. Dahlin carrying it through. Takes a shot. Saros bobbles it a couple of times now. He's going to cover it up. He's going to play it aside. McKinnon sends the puck ahead to Rantanen. Rantanen's going to carry in. McKinnon's going to the net. Rantanen's going to slide it in front. Again, a nice defensive play by the Atlantic. I don't think we're going to see 16 goals in this one. 3:10 left to go in the first. Passing it back across. Quick shot. It's going to drop down. Saros has to be sharp. He's going to stone them yet again.
Almost gave that one for a second chance. Had to make 3 saves
Long pass. Here comes the Central. Central going to move it out. The Avs players working together as a unit. McKinnon, some nice stick handling, and continue to now behind the pack pass. It was from Makar, but it was intercepted by Rantanen. Makar behind the net, going to carry it around. Over to Rantanen. He takes a shot, and that hits a foot and goes wide. Tkachuk sends it up. One Tkachuk to the other. He's got Barkov with him as well. And the Tkachuk's going to turn it over. Here's Makar. Makar's going to drop it back. These guys have been on a long time. Rantanen's going to turn it over. Here's a break. No, Matt Tkachuk has to turn back around. Makar was able to get back. Feeds it into the slot. Quick shot. Saros makes the save. Makar with the puck. He's going to give it away to Larkin. Larkin can't pick it up. Now he does. Larkin steals. Drops it back. Kucherov trying to hit Marner. Marner with the puck. Nice little move. Give it over to Larkin. Larkin coming right towards Saros. Little toe drag. Saros with another beauty save. Rantanen's been on the ice over 2 minutes. Makar going to play it ahead. Now they're going to switch it up. Some fresh legs for the Central. Coming in for a shot. That's going to go just wide. All the way back. Here comes Morrissey. Going to carry it up. Passes off. That's a missed pass. Kucherov couldn't pick it up. They play it back to Saros. Saros is the fourth man. Going to play it ahead. Robertson. Here it is. Turnover. Kucherov. Off the boards to Marner. Here's Mitchie. Mitch Marner going to carry it in the slot. Shoot the puck. He shoots, and that's deflected high. It's going to go over the net. Last minute to go here in the first half. A low-scoring, low-shooting game. 13 shots for the Atlantic. 6 for the Central. Here's Larkin coming in on the backhand, forehand, and he scores. Dylan Larkin beats Saros to put the Atlantic up by 3. Larkin coming out strong.
In deep for another chance. The long pass there by Morris. He tries the
nice play. I think this is going to be another assist to Mitch Marner.
Larkin just takes a quick look,
and it is Marner's 4th.
Just again, like we saw earlier from him, about 6 feet going across.
That's awesome. Marner having a good game from an assist standpoint. A good All-Star appearance, picking up 4 assists.
Well, the ultimate compliment too for Marner when Larkin was talking with David Amber earlier about it's just been a
so it's great to see that Marner getting a lot of respect from a lot of these players.
To get open and for Martin to distribute. So you're seeing that firsthand, and that's what you want as a player.
We got another whistle, 37.7 to go.
We got that in the interviews with Saros and Hellebuck last night. It really is impressive when guys come together.
Casey, my friend, I appreciate having you here. Just try and keep the comments a little bit not as vulgar. Ian, what's going on?
Rasmus Dahlin.
Fan 590 rolling. No, not Gord Stellick, man. I miss Gordo. Gord Stellick was awesome. Oh, you're listening to the Fan 590. Gotcha.
But keeps it in the zone.
And there's the horn. The first half is going to come to an end. The Atlantic playing well and posting a shutout. So Ullmark, who was stellar in the first game, is even better here in the second game. Posting the shutout. Should be 3-1. CeeLo, are you still talking about that McKinnon attempt? That was clear as day off the post. Sorry, pal, assist was what I wanted to say. Oh, no worries. Gotcha. No worries. Marner, 5 assists. Yeah, there we go. They just updated it. So on that Larkin one, it was his 5th. Sorry, I was looking at the Kucherov one, was his 4th. So 5 assists for Mitch. That is awesome. It's great to see. Usually when the Leafs go to these things, they do not tend to fare too well. Jesse, what's going on? Buffalo Sabres, red and black. Listen, I'm excited to see what the Sabres are going to do in the second half. The Sabres, you know, they have a decent showing. They have a good run. Tage Thompson is he's just awesome. What else can I say? Thompson is just awesome. And he's been playing great. So can't wait to see what the Sabres do in the second half. But right now, we got a second half of this game to play. 10 minutes left to go in All-Stars Saturday night. And right now it's the Atlantic. The hometown Atlantic team taking the lead. And being led strong by a couple Florida Panthers. Tkachuk has been awesome. Barkov has been awesome. Can I get total team stats here? Is that too much to ask? I guess it is too much to ask. But these guys looking really, really good. You know, overall, 14 shots for the Atlantic. Haven't been a lot of face-offs here. 5 takeaways from the Atlantic. No penalties. Do you think who's gonna predict we're gonna see a penalty here? I think we have seen a few back in the day. I think Jeremy Roenick actually threw a body check one time. Something you don't see in the All-Star game. So they're taking their little 2-minute breather. They're going to switch goaltenders. So we're going to see, I assume we're going to see Hellebuck coming in. And we should see Vasilevskiy coming in as well. So the Chucks have been super impressive. As much as you don't like them, they have been really, really stellar. And they've been putting on a good show. Oh, here we go. Now I can see team stats. Atlantic. So yeah, Marner with 2 points in this game. He's a +2. So he's the... Oh, Tkachuk's got 2 points for Tkachuk. 2 points for Marner. 3 shots for Marner. So Marner looking pretty good here in this game. All right, we're ready to go to the second half. We will bring the sound back up for you, and we will see what they can do.
For the Atlantic.
Can the Central get back into this one? The Buffalo Bills. Jesse, it's unfortunate what happened with the Bills. The Bills were a little disappointing.
Again, McKinnon, Rantanen, Makar, David Pastrnak.
Pastrnak on there. Pastrnak with the puck. Behind the net. Going to kick it out to Dahlin.
Gets it back from Suzuki.
Maybe this a little bit of
playing some catch.
3-0 right now. Just possession, drag the puck. Right?
The Atlantic just playing some keep away.
For the whole time.
Put everyone to sleep.
In the corner, here comes Rantanen. Rantanen's going to pick it up. He's going to carry it ahead. McKinnon. Back to McCarr to McKinnon. Takes the one-timer. And that's going to be deflected up into the mesh. So again, the Colorado connection. Just not able to put it on net. That was only their 7th shot on goal.
Winning goaltender as he...
That is not going to cut it. But it was a nice shot.
A piece of that puck.
So I think a piece did hit the stick. So you know, welcome everybody back in.
Wouldn't be expecting that shot. The late reaction was there, but
face off, one being held in.
It's only the 4th whistle today.
Central trying to get something going. Here they come, a cross ice pass. They shoot, and that's going to go just wide again. Rebound. Picked up by Kaprizov. Kaprizov side of the net. They shoot. They hit the post again. You're not supposed to hit the big red pipes. You're supposed to put it inside. Here comes Kaprizov. Little dipsy-do. Trying to go short side. Find the hole. Can't do it.
Well, not just All-Star. I mean, so often
here comes Barkov. Barkov carrying it in. Going to drop it back to the Chucks. It's turned over. Here's Kaprizov on a breakaway. Coming in. Little fakey-dakey. And he's going to put it over the net. He came up waving his stick above the puck, then went down with a little backhand. And he put it up and over. So coming close, but not close enough. Taylor, what's going on? I'm fantastic. How are you doing? Hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Enjoy the skills last night. It was exciting.
There's no question.
Larkin going to lose the draw. He's going to come back.
Won by the
In the zone,
Here's
passing
the
it
chance
across.
for
Jones
passed off.
passes it off. It's stolen.
Pretty good spot.
Here's Kucherov. Kucherov making some moves. He's going to carry. He's got Larkin and Marner. He's going to put it between the legs over to Marner. Marner going behind the net. Marner going to flip it over in front. Picked up for Larkin. He scores. Mitchell Marner picks up another assist. 6 assists for Mitch Marner.
Of playing with Mitch Marner in the respect. How about this play? Marner just runs out of real estate here and saucers one.
I think Florida is missing Nylander. I agree. And Marner or Nylander should be here. But Marner, what a great representation and what a great play. He was down behind the net, just flipped it up and over, got it in front to Larkin. Larkin buries it.
What is every great
that was spectacular.
Distributor, passer want to play with is a guy with speed. And
great little play. Marner just continues to rack up the assists.
That chemistry, when it's on, it's pretty lethal.
Larkin and Marner looking good. Hey, maybe there's a trade deadline move to bring Larkin over to Toronto. No, there's not. Detroit is not trading him. That would be pretty awesome.
You know what's coming up here in a couple
in the
of months.
corner, swing across.
Probably Tampa, Toronto again, and that's just such an interesting dynamic, isn't it? And
here's Marner with the puck again. Gonna throw it in, coming all the way in. Kucherov to Larkin again. And that time he got stopped. I'd love to see Marner get a goal here.
Larkin's contract expiring. If he doesn't sign, is he tradable?
And so is he sending a message?
Oh, hang on. I was joking about my comment, but what they're saying, let me look this up. I was totally joking, but what the guys are saying is that his contract is actually coming up. Let me look at this in more detail. Yes. Oh my gosh, could this become a reality? Dylan Larkin is an unrestricted free agent at the end of this year.
And this is not saying it's a recruiting.
The Detroit Red Wings. Hang on.
I've had conversations before with guys before the deadline.
Hang on. The Detroit Red Wings are towards the bottom of the Eastern Conference. With the chemistry Marner and Larkin are showing. Could Larkin be on the move from Detroit if he can't come to a contract extension in the next couple weeks to stay in Detroit? Could Detroit look to trade him and pick up some prospects? Wouldn't that be something? If Larkin was to make his way over to Toronto, retain 50% of his salary. Wow, I was joking, but looking at his contract status, you never know. Coming in front, quick shot, and there they go. Rantanen finally is going to bury it. The SO is gone. The Colorado connection finally puts it in past Vasilevskiy. Of course, just like the last game, Vasilevskiy was terrible in game 1 for the Eastern teams, and gives up one here. You knew he wasn't going to end up with a shutout, but I would like to see a little bit more of an effort come across. Woody's way, what's going on? Marner makes everyone better. He really does. He really does. Ian, you're cut off. Do they have the cap space, the money for Larkin? Well, that would depend. It would depend on how much Detroit retains, because he's 6.1 right now. Toronto does not have 6.1. But if they retain and all of a sudden his salary was 3, that is a whole lot more favorable. Let's see. Toronto currently has about 2.7. So, and they'd obviously have to send something back across. So if you sent a Kerfoot or an Engvall and a prospect for Larkin, see ya. Because Kerfoot right now is making 3.5. Engvall's making 2.2. So if you were to send any one of those guys and a prospect for Dylan Larkin, oh yeah, I'd be all over that. The problem is there's no way they could re-sign him. Right? Larkin making 6. If he decided, hey, I want to stay in Toronto, maybe he takes a little bit less. TJ, what's going on? No worries. No worries at all. Let's see if I click in. The other thing is he is a Michigan boy, right? Larkin is a Michigan boy. So it'd be very tough, right? You're not going to get the hometown discount to stay in Toronto. Oh, here's some mic'd up action.
Oh, keep it away from the glove. That's it, fellas, hey? Just a puck possession. Group.
Love Larks, Brady says.
For 12 points. Dad's enjoyed all of it.
Dad's always enjoying himself, and well, it's so great that.
So the Tkachuks are having an excellent game. Host you a robot. Yes, sorry about that. Beep, boop, 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 beep, 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 beep. I'll give you the sound effects so I don't have to stand up. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep, boop, 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 boop. So here we go. We're getting to the bottom. 5.5 minutes to go in the second half of the last game. And the Central is at it again. Jason Robertson can't get it past Vasilevskiy. Back to the point to Morrissey. That's going to be taken out. Here comes the Atlantic. I think that's Brady goes up high and little shoulder save there. Here's Barkov, threads the needle. Turnover. Here's Kaprizov and Robertson, 2-on-1. Brady getting back. Quick shot by Kaprizov. That's going to go wide.
You know, those last two rushes, I thought Robertson looked for a second.
And welcome in if you're new. Thank you for joining us. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. Make sure you hit that like. And of course, hit that subscribe if you haven't been here before.
Just try to get this one there. Well, again, it's that opposing Vasilevskiy, right? You're holding, you're waiting for a hole, and the next thing you know, you're on top of them, and there's absolutely nothing.
4-1 is the score. We got just over 5 to go. First robot ever. Coming around the Central, trying to go down low, feeding it in front. That's going to be tipped just wide. They're going to hold it in. Clayton Keller. Keller having a nice season for the Coyotes. Seth Jones can't put it through. Picked up, tried to feed it to Larkin. Here he comes again. Larkin cutting through, tries to go 5-hole, has the door shut by Hellebuck. Feeding it across. The Central trying to get it going. Tipped ahead. Larkin again. Larkin turning away. Is he looking for his buddy Mitch? There it is. Mitchell feeding it back to Kuch. Kuch nowhere to be found. Kuch coming back around. Taking a look. Marner's at one side. Marner gets it. Tries to feed it across for Larkin. Larkin coming back around. Over to Marner. Marner takes it off his skate. Back to Larkin. Larkin trying to feed it to Kuch. Tips it just wide and it's picked up by McKinnon. McKinnon going to bring this one down. 4 minutes to go. Little dipsy dude trying to bring it in. 2-on-1, setting it up, and that's intercepted by the Atlantic. The Atlantic and their quick sticks are dominating this game. Here's Larkin again to Kuch. He's going to put that in. That one is kept out of the net. He ain't no Hellebuck girl.
Here comes McKinnon and
Rantanen coming through. Sorry, that was awful. Here comes Dahlin. He's going to bring it up. Working with Suzuki. Dropping it back to Pasta. Little Penne lobbing it in. All alone in front of the net. Tried to go between the legs. Can't do it. Suzuki. Terry, what's going on? Not new, but waiting to subscribe. Oh, Terry, you're funny. Humblebee, well, what's going on? Go Atlantic. Yes, indeed. Terry, tell you what, you can subscribe now and then unsubscribe at the end, and so you can get your 5K subscribe. There's Pasta. Penne Linguini Spaghetti puts it in to make 5. Pastrnak. He's so good. As much as I can't stand him because he's in Boston, he is so good. Little fancy move, little quick shot. Hellebuyck has been one of the great goaltending stories in the league this year. He takes, you know, the most shots, he plays the most time, and he's just a solid goaltender.
Yeah, you are the
CeeLo. Yeah, little rivalry there with the Jets, eh? Tell me there's one more game. Unfortunately, this is the last one. Tip in, and there's a nice shot. 2.5 minutes to go. This is the last of 3. Here's Tkachuk coming in, puts it across. Shot, that's going to go wide. The Tkachuk's trying to get fancy. Barkov going to put it across. Little tic-tac. Where's the toe? That's not it. They're going to get it out. It's a race. Could it be a break? Vasilevskiy coming almost all the way out to the blue line to pass the puck ahead. And it skips over. Here's Morrissey. Another Winnipegger. Nice blocker stop. All the way back. To Chuck. To Barkov. Barkov in the corner. Barkov's looking a little slow. Coming back to the line, just held in. Here's Larkin coming in again, taking a shot, another shot. Hellebuyck stones him twice. 1:35 to go. Larkin picks it up. Come on, can he find Mitchie? We want Mitchie to get on the board. Back over. That's going to hop off the stick. Sorry. Morrissey going to bring this one down. 118, 117. It's ticking away. Marner back playing defensive. Can't stop it. And a nice goal there. The Central gets one back. So it is 5-2. 1:13 on the clock.
Cross crease passes as Morrissey, the backhand saucer. You can see that Vasilevskiy came flying across.
So Morrissey, nice play leading the rush. A little saucer over, and Robertson puts it in. I love the saucer pass. One of the prettiest passes in the game. 3 likes away from 70. If you haven't hit that like yet, give it a click. Here we go, down to 1:13. All afternoon has been played out for this. Stolen off the draw, coming right in. Larkin again, gonna go 5-hole. And it's in there, Larkin. Wow.
For Larkin in the second game. And this final of the All-Star
Larkin has been awesome here in the final.
Goal scoring here in Florida, and
that's going to be a hattie for Larkin.
Larkin's had the energy, hasn't he? He's not just playing like it doesn't matter.
Larkin right off the draw just rushes right in.
You're losing the puck, and another one 5-hole on Hellebuyck. We had 6 hat tricks coming in to this All-Star game, and wow, we get 3 on the weekend here.
Just beauty, the hattie. Did Marner pick up another assist there? Waiting for it to be posted. Putting it back across.
Last minute of play in this period.
No, it's going to be listed as unassisted. Coming right in, and the Central's going to score right back. The Arizona Coyote young gun is going to put this one in. Clayton Keller gets on the board. Just goes 5-hole. Faking the deke and just casually rolls it 5-hole. Exposes Vasilevskiy. So we still got a chance. The Central has a chance. Can they score 3 in 50 seconds? Light them up, up. Light them up.
When he was with Columbus.
Oh, yeah, right, he did. It just looks so
Here they come. They're walking right back in. The Atlantic trying to get this one back. They cannot do it. We got a penalty shot. We got a penalty shot.
Because that's the bottom line. The Stone Cold said so.
explanation. And Kyle Raymond had to get involved. Why not, eh?
You got to get your airtime.
Dahlin. Let's see. What was the penalty shot called? Dahlin, the breakaway, the hook on the hands. And it's funny because you see this in every single game, and it's never called a penalty shot. But Dahlin, here he goes. One-on-one against Hellebuyck. Oh, what a fancy pants. And nice save there by Hellebuyck. So Dahlin tried to go around behind the back. It was a nice little move, and Hellebuyck didn't even have to really move much. He went behind the legs, flipped it up, tried to go top corner. It hit the blocker. A nice save there by Hellebuyck.
Well, you're on the big stage.
So we got a penalty shot. That was exciting.
6-3 in a face-off in the central zone. Barkov's got it, hooks it in front, and
Quick shot and a goal.
Rasmus Dahlin.
That look kind of says it all. It's like, oh man, I missed the one time and got it right back.
So Daniel, I kind of agree with your comment, but I don't think they will. I don't think they would turn into a night. But I agree, there should be some statement or something that is put out there.
More points from the blue line this year. Spectacular season.
27 seconds to go. Time is ticking down on the clock. 22. Here comes the Central. They shoot and they score. Just bringing it a little closer. Vasilevskiy, I think, let that one in. 7-4. McKinnon gets a goal. This one is coming close. There it is, 70 likes. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you hitting the likes.
Beat me a right-handed shot. I've always felt that blocker side above the pad,
helping us
the blocker,
continue to grow.
Defend against the goalie. And as a right-handed shot, that's a destination point.
So let's see if the Central can get 3 more in 20 seconds.
McKinnon, who hit 700 points earlier this year, 4th in the league in points per game.
Puck's going to be dropped. 15 seconds. Time is counting down. Here comes the Central. Behind the back. They're moving in again. Quick shot and another goal. This time it's McCarr. So Ullmark has a shutout in the first half. And Vasilevskiy gives up 5 here. So 2 more. 2 more.
14 seconds left in the game, but it's one of those times where Vasilevskiy, like any goal,
Great playing by both teams. Bon, you're very welcome. Thanks for being here and hanging out. I hope we see you again. So 7.6 seconds to go. This is going to be over.
So we've had 6 goals in a minute 13. Do you think we can get 2 more?
There it is. Puck is dropped. They're just hanging on to it. There goes the horn. Game over. That was exciting. The Atlantic team comes all the way down. They're going to own this one. Mitch Marner putting up a ton of assists. Great game. Let's pull up the total box stats here as we look for the Central. Oh, the rats are coming on the ice. The plastic rats being thrown on. That's something we haven't seen in a long time here in Florida. So the best player for the Central can be Cal McCarr. He picks up 3 points. For the Atlantic, Dylan Larkin with a hat trick. Mitch Marner with 3 assists. They're the 2 best. I want to see who the MVP of this is going to be. Endgame, what's going on? Dropping a little robot to finish it off. Beep, 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. A little cheesy robot to finish it off. Thank you all for being here. I'm just waiting to see the vote who the MVP is going to be. So we're waiting for that announcement. Triton with a freeze. There we go. Well, we're waiting. See who the MVP is going to be. I want to say thank you, mods. You guys have crushed it. EC3, awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. Everyone, all of our new friends who came in and found us and hit that like, thank you. We appreciate it. This has been a lot of fun. 3 games today. It's been awesome. Watch for this week for our mid-season review. If we can get that put together and come out, it's going to be a lot of fun. Marner or Larkin, are they going to base the MVP on this game alone or the total points between the two? So it's going to be interesting to see. If it is based on this game, Larkin got the hat trick. If we go back to the last game, wish I could get a combined points. So in the last game for the Atlantic, Barkov had 3 assists. Larkin had 3 points, so he's got 6 total points. Marner also had 3, so he's got 6 total points. Tkachuk had 5 points in that first game. Brady had 4 points. So yeah, it could be Larkin, Marner, or one of the Tkachuks. What did the Tkachuks do in this game? Let me go back here, trying to figure out who that MV Pizzle's going to be. Let's see. The Tkachuks didn't really do anything in this game. So I agree, Larkin or Marner, each with 6 points on the night. It's going to be interesting. Matt had 2 in this. Was it 5 he had in the first? So Matt had 5 in the first game, and he had 2 in the second game. So it could be Matt. Matt Tkachuk could be the MVP. Oh, here's an interview with Mitch.
Well, what was the highlight of this whole weekend for you?
I think just everything, really, man. Just being up here with all these guys. Before this game, I was able to get a photo with Ovi and Sid, 2 guys that I really idolized growing up. So I think it's just that moment, something that I'll have for a lifetime, and it's a really cool just feeling.
It's pretty cool to know you're part of this peer group. You say Sydney and obviously Ovi and a lot of the legends in the game, and you're growing your legend.
Yeah, just trying to go out here and have fun and enjoy these things. And, I think that's what we did this weekend. And something that I can always have as a family, so cherish it.
Let you celebrate with the guys.
Yeah, I gotta get over it.
You want to get all right? Well, congrats, bud. Congrats.
All right. Matthew Tkachuk is your MVP. Matt Tkachuk takes it home, and that's because he had 2 points here in this game, but he had 5 in the first. So Matt Tkachuk with a total of 7 points. Marner just shy. Marner with 6 points, as Dylan Larkin with 6 points. So Matt Tkachuk comes away with the MVP. So that's pretty awesome. He's going to take the truck. Good job, Matt. He put on a nice show for the Panthers fans, so they're all going to celebrate. But a great job by all. Marner, what a show he put on. Really representing Toronto well. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for spending your afternoon with us. This has been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun. I hope you have had as well. We will be back here Friday for sure for the Leafs and the Jackets. Will we see something going on before? Will we get our mid-season review up? We'll have to wait and see. I want you to have a great weekend. Have a great start to your week, and we'll talk to you soon for sure. Make sure your notifications are on, because we're going to use our community section to let you know what's going on over the next couple weeks. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you real soon. This is Samuel B12 saying good night.